Welcome back to our long-awaited series.
Yeah, this is where we showdown to find out who has the better superpower. The rules are, we both pick a superpower, and whoever
you don't pick a superpower, right?
It's randomly generated by this website.
Fate choose.
Yeah, fate chooses our superpower, just like what would happen in real life if superpowers were a thing and you were like X-Men or something. And
I get multiple superpowers. I just keep evolving, like in real life.
Right? Yeah, we just keep adding on until we see who's the strongest. So what are we doing? Are we doing first to 10 or what are we doing?
So basically we have it basically runs off of like a random number generator, and it pulls up a page with a random superpower on it, and then we have to argue.
Sometimes it'll be obvious though.
Yeah, sometimes it'll be obvious, but like we have to more or less paint a picture of why we would win, right? So it's based off of argumentative skills, and it's based off of possibly gaslighting skills, because that's how I lost.
If you haven't watched our previous video, we'll leave a link to it in the description.
Yeah, I would suggest to watch that first.
Yeah, that's our
old video. But you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to, but if you want to get an idea of what's going on. But it's
pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, this superpower site has all the superpowers there is, even like ones which you wouldn't probably consider superpowers, like this, for instance, entity hopping. It's basically just like Mario powers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it doesn't even do any damage.
So we're agreeing no courtesy on the first to 10?
Yeah, no courtesy. Whoever's the best superpowered person.
And obviously there's going to be ones to where you just draw better. Like
who's a better man? Who's a better man? Who's a better man?
Who's going to be drawn first? Yeah. We're going to do a coin toss? How are we going to do this?
I'll let you go first.
You give me the honors.
I'll give you the honors. All right, go ahead. Everyone. So we're just going to go right in. Go ahead. Roll.
Werebeast physiology.
So you're furry?
So this is already actually pretty good. Of mythic physiology and animal morphing.
Okay. We'll get to you in a second. All right. Well, actually, go ahead and like figure out everything first, and then I'll go to mine.
Yeah. Using this ability is a werebeast being with power to transform into animal form or humanoid animal-like creature. So basically, it's super strength like a werewolf.
Well, you have to look at the applications. That's how it's like. That's how you see it.
Animal morphing, animal strength, just like a werewolf.
Yeah, enhanced supernatural body, environmental adaptation, natural weaponry. So like
natural
claws.
weaponry.
So like claws. Yeah,
claws. But apparently, he's also carrying like
that's not a natural
sharp
weaponry.
hoe. I mean,
that's not. You don't just grow a pole.
It's made of wood and metal. Like, how is that not natural?
You don't just get one. It doesn't work like that. That's not.
You can also partially transform. All right.
Yeah. So basically, okay, go up real quick. Go up. So which beast are you?
I don't know. It says right here variations.
Okay.
Invulnerability.
No. These are invulnerable. No. That's not.
And I have human speech.
That's a synonym. As in, it's a variation. As in, it's something else. Okay.
I also have zoolingualism, so I can talk to animals. I got animal talking.
These are variations as stuff that you don't actually have.
Okay. Here's the types of werebeast then.
Yeah. These are things you do have. So you can choose one of these. Which one are?
Why can I only choose one?
I mean,
I should be able to choose any.
Does it say you can choose any? It says that you have one at your disposal.
What's a demi werebeast? Oh, what the fuck is this? Is this a Ghibli movie?
So it looks like.
I have not watched that Ghibli movie. For now, I think we should just say, we'll go to yours. Limitations. Transformation may be painful, may be connected to the phases of the moon.
Yeah, so you may not have control of it.
But it says partial. I can still, and either only able to transform or involuntarily forced to change during one. Yeah. So maybe
may include
this is all may. This is like the side of a medical bottle. How they're like may include this, and you may have side effects.
Yeah, your dick may not
fever,
work.
rash. Your dick may not work. You may forget who you are. You may
start oozing.
Grow another leg. Yeah, you may ooze.
All right, now I'm gonna roll right now, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna beat that. I'm gonna beat the werebeast. Like, come on, here we go. D gets
so far 0-0.
Greed constructs.
I don't know what lose.
Okay, hold up. The power to create constructs out of the emotional energy of
like
greed.
Like a Green Lantern? But like greed instead of like hope or like
will? Yeah, so like, okay. User can change greed into different shapes, objects, material, and substances of varying complexity, permanence, intangibility, and perceptibility, ranging from items such as tools and weapons. So yeah, I'm a greed. Instead of a Green Lantern, I'm a Greed Lantern.
Yeah, you're a Greed Lantern.
I'm a Greed Lantern.
So the issue with this is you're not a very greedy person.
It's true, I'm not.
So if you were to make greed constructs, they wouldn't be very strong.
Yeah,
because you literally have to become.
So if I was like
greedy.
a banker,
you're not a banker though.
Or those people who make movies in Hollywood.
Yeah, so
those types of people.
I would say it's one for B.
I beat the shit out of you.
It's one for B.
But I'm actually not a greedy person at all.
I'm exactly. So the main reason why you lose is you're not greedy. You can't really work on being greedy. You've never been greedy with anything. Like this is pretty obvious. I'm literally a werewolf. I could tear you apart in an instant. When you see how fast werewolves move,
Yeah, dude, I'm like
this one's
shooting
pretty-
out. I'm like, look, take that, and I don't even know what the fuck can I
would
make?
say there's a great disparity here. I would say there's a great disparity.
Yeah,
Can we agree that I win?
Yeah, it's not very fair.
One for me. All right, I'll go ahead and choose another one.
All right.
Going now. Technological psionics. Wait,
Okay.
so I have mind control and teleportation capabilities.
Applications.
To utilize technology to grant themselves a variety of mental, psychic capabilities such as telekinesis, telepathy, mind control. The nature or overall strength of the powers gained depend on how advanced specialized devices are. Now, so this is
I'm confused.
Technology is getting more complicated. So what I could do is I could take like an advanced CPU or a GPU,
No,
insert that, and copy that power,
it has to
and
be
I would get
within-
super processing
No,
powers.
no.
I got like a
You don't
3090
have
Ti
that.
in my brain, dude.
You don't have that.
I got a
Okay?
3090
It has
Ti
to
in
be
my
based
brain.
off of stuff you own now. You're not. Like,
I'm gonna go to Best Buy.
No.
I can just go to Best Buy.
You don't
and
have
I can
money.
Get all the,
You don't have money.
I don't need money. I got psionic technology. Okay,
Then you
I'll
get
go
in
to
trouble.
Best Buy. They won't know. All this telling me all the
There
technology
is
in
no
Best
prep
Buy
time. There
goes
is no prep
awry.
time. There is no prep time.
It
Just
doesn't-
like the last part, we have to enter an arena, and boom, we get our powers.
Okay, wait a second.
No prep time.
We didn't say what the environment was. I get to go to Best Buy. You can't be like instantly in the arena. You can't set up the environment after. We can agree upon that now.
No, you get like 10 minutes. All right, something like that. Then you go in.
I can drive down to Best Buy in 10 minutes. I can drive down to Best Buy.
I don't
in 10
even
minutes.
understand how the application of this power works.
Dude, I can just go next to
No,
a
no,
car
but-
and get wheels.
I don't think
I
that's
can
how it
teleport.
works. I don't think that's how it works.
And I can mind control people in Best
Okay,
Buy.
hold up.
I can mind control in people in Best Buy.
It's just saying random shit. So I
The
need
Geek
to...
Squad would turn from the Geek Squad to the B Squad, dude.
Okay, hold
I would
on.
have an army of nerds ready to fucking
Yeah, but
destroy
Jenga...
you. And I would also have Elon Musk's wealth and fortune because he'd have his brain chip implant, and then I would be able to control him.
Okay, hold up. It just says that you can utilize technology to grant themselves things. How does that work? Like,
I get next to a 3090 Ti.
Hold up. No.
Okay.
You're not saying how this works, right?
Just
Does
how
it
I
work
said.
via absorption?
Yes.
So does that mean that you take like the matter that's composed
Well,
of
let's
the
see what he
technology?
does here. This is an example. So he grabs it, and then he's able to teleport. So if I grab the
doesn't make any
3090
sense.
Ti, I could teleport with
But that doesn't make any sense
Why does it not make sense?
because you're
Grok.
touching something. Yeah, okay, but like none of this makes sense because you just touch something and then suddenly you have powers that is an inanimate object that is just in relation to technology.
So I can assimilate it like Borgs, because Borgs are kind of that way. So it's like a simulation of technology.
Yeah.
So he's using probably a teleporter thing, psionics powers to use technology. So that was like probably like a teleporter or something, and he put it inside himself. You see that? He shoved it in his chest. Now he's able to teleport.
Okay, so it's
So
the
I can grab a
absorption of
3090. Yeah, so I can grab a 3090 Ti. I
And
can
then
put
you
it
can
in
run
my
great
brain.
graphics.
That's
it.
I can play anything at 4K.
That's all you can do.
No, it gives me super processing powers. If I stuff a bunch of CPUs in my brain, right?
But
I
it
would
just
literally
be-
get super powered
It'd be jutting
processing.
out of your. It'd be jutting out of your head. It'd be jutting. So you.
It's
have,
in his
like,
body. It would just be inside
It's
my
jutting
head.
out of his chest.
Yeah, because he left it out there. But I'm imagining he push it deeper.
But how would you have the space for that? In
And
the
what I
chest
can
cavity?
do is I can get on top of a car, meld with that, and I can be part of a Ferrari or something like that.
No,
and
you
I'll
just-
have wheels.
No, listen.
It'll
to
be
me.
part of my
Le-
legs.
No,
I'll
no,
be sitting
listen.
on it.
Listen to me. You're just a fucking freak at that point. You're just a freak car. All right.
But it adds my abilities, and I can mind control somehow.
No, you only get the mind control if you actually have some form of technological capability to do so. It's basically the absorption of something.
Yeah, so I can go to Best Buy and become a giant mech, basically.
No, you
I would
can't-
have
you can't become
thousands
a-
and
you can't
thousands
become
of
a-
giant,
No.
and they would all be a part of me.
No,
I'd be
that's
a
not-
monster. I'd be like what is it? An Autobot, a Decepticon.
That's not what would
a
happen.
Transformer.
You would go there and you would turn into like
Megatron.
a giant fucking blob. And you'd just be filled with mechanical parts sticking out of you. And you're like, dude, I got so much processing power, but I can't move. And you can't move because all your shit, your limbs, everything, it's all weighed down by this technology.
What
Okay?
I would do is
So how the hell are you?
So this
like,
is
you
how I
don't have
would
the
do.
muscle
This is how I would
capacity.
do it. I would get a semi truck, right? I would put my feet on it, and then I would load that semi truck up because it's now a part of me with said parts. And then I would then use to carry all of the spare parts. So I'd be a normal person with their feet on top of a semi, carrying thousands and thousands of GPUs, CPUs, memory, all sorts of things.
Okay.
I would literally have like telekinesis.
Okay,
and it would be like that one movie with Johnny Depp that I never watched where he becomes like an AI consciousness and then he's able to like turn matter into dust. I would turn you into dust. I would be godlike.
No.
Because I would go to Best
You
Buy.
would be like Lawnmower Man before the infusion. Okay?
I would be after the infusion lawnmower man.
No, so this is what would happen. You would meld, and you wouldn't have enough biomatter to even control the fucking truck. Either that or it'd spread across it like a thin skin. And then you would suddenly try to absorb these things, but your body mass is not as big as the truck. So how would you even control it? And that, like...
Because I only need
your
to...
biomass doesn't
It only
increase.
needs to be a part of me, right? He only just stuck it a little bit into his chest. I just got to put it a little bit into my feet. And then we're one.
Then you're immobile.
Yeah,
only your
but I'll be able
the
to truck.
can-
Well, I can still move my upper body, so I could dodge. I could bend my knees, probably.
Yeah, but how are you going to connect to the GPUs unless you sacrifice more of your biomatter?
So what I do is I put it on the truck, like I said, because that truck is technically an extension of my body.
But it doesn't work like that. It has to touch your biomatter, it looks like. That's the example.
It didn't say that. It didn't say that.
Yes, it is.
Absorption. It would.
So what you're saying...
But it's
listen,
part of me.
No, listen, this is how it works.
It's like an extension cord.
It doesn't work like that.
It's an extension cord.
There's nothing showing that it works like that. So you're basically saying if you absorb something big, the big thing can absorb something else.
Yes.
But that's not how it works. It doesn't show him sticking something else into the chest cavity where that orb is already there, right? Like you absorb it into your biomatter, so it's constrained by your lack of biomatter. Maybe limited. The power may be limited on the level of technology, and then it shows just a bunch of psionic and psychic energy stuff.
All right, let's see yours.
All right, guys. Now it's time.
Right. Let's see his power.
Now it's time to see the good shit. Divine infusion.
Jesus Christ! Look at them fucking titties.
The power to infuse... So you have stupid technology infusion. I have divine infusion. The power to infuse divine power into objects, usually a weapon.
You have the power to infuse, not to be confused with benefitic infusion or transient
Yeah. Stop. Okay. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. So the user can infuse objects, usually a weapon, beings, or powers, which means myself, because it says beings, empowering and energizing them and allowing the user to manipulate their qualities and efficiency. The objects gain various divine powers, such as purifying their surroundings, minds, or targets, releasing divine energies in various ways. So I absorb or generate divine energy.
Basically.
So I can generate it.
So you're a priest.
I can amplify my strength, energy, and power of divine weapons.
No, not your strength. The strength of weapons. So you're like... It kind of reminds me of Gambit, in a way, from like Marvel. So that's what he does. He energizes things.
Yeah, but he doesn't use divine energy. He just uses kinetic, explosive energy.
He uses that. But there isn't anything... Users of... okay, yeah. Maybe I'll overwhelm the users. So you lose.
Go back down. That's
you
not
have nothing to infuse.
All right, hold
What
on.
are you going to infuse?
Myself, because I already said
It doesn't
you
say...
can't.
It says...
Yes, it does.
Beings, but it doesn't say yourself.
Am I a being? Yes. Can I infuse myself then? Yes.
But to what degree? To what degree can you do it?
Okay, let's go look at some of the examples.
Oh,
Vegito.
No way it's blue, Vegito. Get the fuck out of here. Let me see.
Infusing his fist with godly ki to perform a savage strike.
Oh my goodness.
Miguel from fucking Chrono Cross.
Okay, you can have Miguel.
He infused bayonets.
So what degree is the strength? They need like a strength score too. That's what they need. Like they need like out of 100 or 1,000. Like the level or a million. Yeah.
Anything would work here. So basically, it just says that I can energize them.
Yeah.
With the manipulators. So I got divine power. You got technology power.
I would win.
How the hell would you even...
Dude, I'm on my semi-truck
really
carrying
stupid.
thousands of GPUs. Literally fucking master
I got like the power of God.
You're a goddamn priest. Look at that.
That doesn't matter. I smite you with my righteous wrath. You think being a semi is righteous while your biomass can't even control?
Dude, I would just run you over. I would just run you over. I would run. Dude, I could also fly an airplane into you. This isn't like ridiculous. I could fly an airplane into you while I carry another airplane up my head, be in between them, and then like one airplane.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard.
I can do all sorts of shit. This isn't even a fucking close contest.
It's really fucking stupid. Okay. What are the parameters? Because that doesn't make any sense. Because if you have unlimited prep time, then that's stupid. Because I could feel like I could get like I could go commune with some fucking being that would. Because if I can infuse myself with divinity, then I'm assuming that I can somehow contact divinity. Because then that means that it's real.
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say you can contact divinity. It just says you have like divine attacks and you're able to infuse things.
Yeah, but what is divine?
The thing is, right?
What is divine? Okay, how does that work?
Oh, that's in the I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever it is. I'm infusing myself with it, okay? It's a power source. So it doesn't even say, like, what it is, but Vegito's one of the... it's one of the examples, okay?
Yeah, but while you're trying to infuse stuff, I can be on all fours.
I can infuse myself, though.
So what I could do is I can get on all fours, right? And I can control 4 cars at once together. And I could release one car going like 150 or 200 miles an hour. What the fuck are you going to do with your divine powers against a car going 200 miles an hour?
Okay, I got it.
4 semi-trucks
okay,
at once.
I already got it, okay? So I infuse my fist.
Yeah, but it doesn't give you the reflex time. It only gives you the power.
I don't need to do the reflex time, okay? Because we enter the battle and I'm infusing my fist and then I just punch in your general direction. It's like One Punch Man, right? And then the sky and everything else gets torn apart.
Obviously, it's not that power.
And then like half the planet's dead.
Even Vegito, he just punched him. He didn't create shockwaves. Even in that case. No, look at this.
He did.
Look at this. He just punches him. That's it. And that's it. That's all it happens.
Yeah, but it didn't show the effect after.
Yeah, but there is no effect after.
He squishes his little peanut.
And even in here, he just creates like an energy sword.
Yeah, but that energy sword like does some stupid shit.
And even all these examples, they show it, and he's not able to do anything special.
What do you mean he's not able? Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Of course,
it's
nothing.
It's garbage. Look at this. Look at Kratos God of War. He infuses a sword,
and he kills fucking Zeus.
You can't react. How can you react?
How
can you react when I'm going 200 miles an hour, throwing a semi truck or an airplane? Because that's the thing. I can infuse right now. 10 minutes go. I could hop on top of a car like Spider-Man and go down to the airport in 10 minutes and get airplanes to airstrike you. I can roll into 4 airplanes. But these things.
Stop with the airplanes.
And I'd have time to stop at Best Buy and get a bunch of GPUs to make myself super smart, and I'd have a bunch of like Intel processors shoved in my brain. So I would know exactly how to hit you and I'll be able to calculate it. It's not even close, dude.
It depends on how much divine power I got. That's really what it is. At the end of the day, it's like, will I be able to either throw something or generate enough power to just explode you and everything in the arena?
No.
It doesn't say I can't. It just says divine power.
Yeah, you can infuse things into yourself with divine power, but even in the Vegito's case, he just infused his fist.
What if I had a gun?
So you got your little energy fist.
What if I had a gun?
4 airplanes at you.
Okay, what if I
could throw 1 and have 2 to spare.
What if I had a fucking gun, right, and I'm shooting divine bullets at you, right?
Can you get the gun in 10 minutes?
Yeah, I could.
No, you couldn't.
I run upstairs.
Yeah, we don't have that many. Okay, so you have the shotgun we have, right?
Yeah.
You infuse it with divine power.
Yeah.
How's that going to hit me long range when I'm throwing airplanes at you?
Because it's pellets, right? One of them just has to hit you. That's how much divine power is in there, right? One little pellet.
Yeah, but we literally have shots which spread everywhere. So it's almost like a sawed-off. So it's like home protection stuff. So it wouldn't go forward. It would go everywhere else.
No, it'd go forward and everywhere else.
Yeah, but I could just block with one of my airplanes.
But what if it
can it shoot through an entire airplane? I don't think so. It's little teeny
how
tiny
much
BBs.
Divine power are we talking about?
Not very much. All the instances it showed, even for Vegito, was lame.
But he literally punched him into stupid territory because his head deflated.
Yeah, but Vegito's just that strong. So that's like his strength. And like in all the other instances, like Kratos, it's just he just like the sword just glows and it's like, oh, it's special now. Like it's an incredibly weak power.
It doesn't say it doesn't give you the limiters though. Because it should be only a small amount of thing that's contained, because the example given is based on your biomatter, and it has to go inside you, it has to fit inside you. It doesn't say that you can just put your hand on it and then absorb it. It doesn't show that. It doesn't give you any examples of that.
It does.
No, it doesn't. It just shows an example of something. It shows an example of what I'm talking about, where it's infused to your biomatter, to yourself, and it doesn't allow you to deform yourself, just stick something in yourself. So it has to be relegated to your size. So
No.
that it doesn't.
It
Yeah,
doesn't say that. Doesn't say that. All you got is
shows
your
that.
shitty. All you got is your shitty enchant weapon. Okay, or enchant arm. Like that's garbage compared to controlling airplanes and billions of GPUs.
it doesn't say that you can do that. Period.
I would take it to another level. He's not creative enough. That's why the kid didn't do that. That's why he wasn't carrying it to 4 airplanes, because he's a little child. He's got a little child brain. He doesn't have the big smart brain. He doesn't go out to Best Buy and get a bunch of CPUs.
God damn it.
Yeah, I win. It's 2, right? I win.
I can't think of a way that I could.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You could do it creatively. It's literally just like
It's
just,
garbage.
Yeah, like
It's hot garbage.
even if I got like some type of throwing weapon or something, it's just like it's like how is it useful? Because it's not even explosive in any way. So I have to attack you and get close and hit you in some way.
Yeah.
But it's like based off of what you have.
Mine's godlike.
No, it's not godlike. I'm pretty sure you can't do that. I'm pretty sure because there's no examples showing that you can do that.
Airplane right at your head, dude.
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say you can just touch it and then like even the board can't do that. They can't amass anything that's bigger than their physical body and put it into themselves and then suddenly have control of it. It's something that can work in tandem with the body.
Well, they can hack the Enterprise and stuff like that, and then they're able to control it. So I would be able to do what the Borg do, and I could just hack into the airplanes. I might even be able to have a fleet of airplanes if I really push myself, and maybe I could do like a Wi-Fi connection. I'd put a cell phone in my brain, control them all through Bluetooth, have a fleet, the entire airport. I could get like real villainous too. Have like a boat full, like a plane full of children, or like fly right below me, but I really want to shoot that shotgun.
Fucking whatever. I don't know what else to do. This is stupid. But you do bring up a point like yours with the wireless connection. Like maybe that's possible in some way.
Because they are,
or even drones or anything. Like you could also just use drones. Even if you you couldn't control any form of aircraft like via Bluetooth or remotely. It's like you could control drones remotely.
And drones can go real fast.
Yeah, so you could literally just hurl them.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't really
you don't have enough shots either.
I can't think of the divine infusion like working with really anything.
Yeah.
It's like I got a crappier version of your power. That's basically what I got.
Yeah, it's way worse.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, if it said that I had infinite power or some it gave me an example of something really big and powerful, but it's like all the examples are pretty shitty.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, here's my next power. 2-0.
Let's do it. What the fuck? Techno-organic power link.
Yeah, the ability to have one's techno-organic nature linked to one's power. What does that mean? Combination of organic power link.
The user can make the connect to the power. The biotech fuels the power and allows them to be strengthened and utilized. Is this the same exact thing, but it's like it's something?
It's more, it looks like.
No, now it actually has to combine with you.
Okay, where's an example? Android 20. Why the Android's an example?
I don't understand.
Killer Instinct. Ghost in the Shell. I don't understand. So I become like a cyborg? So I actually do fuse with the tech. So I can put a 3090 Ti in my brain this time.
Well, now it looks like you can. That's how I think it works because, like, the examples given are really weird. It's like some are cyborgs, some are androids. Like, basically, Motoko is more or less an android outside of her brain.
So all I have to do is hop on a car, right? What's the prep time this time? 10 minutes still or what?
Yeah, we can do 10 minutes.
Okay, I can hop in a car, go to Best Buy real quick, and I can go to the gun store, which is right across the street, which is Walmart. And then I can get a bunch of guns, and I'll literally be on top of a car with like a chain gun.
Right, hold up. Let me see what mine is. All right.
All right. We'll go with yours now.
I don't even understand how the fuck you could get like the thing that you were talking about after. Go ahead.
All right. This is your power. Technology generation.
Okay.
What?
Okay, now it's interesting.
So you can generate.
You can make a 30.
I
can make a 30. No, I can make something better than that.
Capabilities. Let's see.
I can create and generate various types of mechanics and technology.
But I can
hardware or automations. It doesn't say that. You absorb it this time.
I can absorb anything you use, anything you create.
Hold up, but it says that it's based off of go out of control if techno-organic material is unstable.
Like a bomb.
Yeah, so I can just make a bunch of bombs. Or I can just make unstable things, and I could just keep throwing it at you.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's see here. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, like
limitation may be limited to certain types of technology.
So basically, probably what is already known.
Yes, you can't just do like some alien technology.
Yeah, so it'd be based off of whatever's known. So I can just
I imagine you have to have some understanding of it. Because
doesn't say
you
that.
can't create anything you
It
don't have
doesn't say
any
that.
understanding of.
Well, all I could
Let's see,
all
right
I'd
here.
have to do
Let's
is
see this one right here, the Lex Luthor Brainiac infusion. So it shows he has all of Brainiac's knowledge, and Brainiac deconstructs things. So in order to create these things, you would have to have
It doesn't
prior
say that.
knowledge.
It doesn't
say that.
Yeah, it doesn't say
But
that.
it's-
And I'm not
it's
gonna
inferred.
accept that either. No.
It's inferred.
No. It does. I'm not
So
gonna
that's
accept
another
that.
one.
I
It's-
generate technology, so that's part of the power. It doesn't say that there's any drawbacks. It doesn't even say that. It just says that I generate the power, and the one drawback could be it's whatever's known. And I'll accept that whatever's known. Otherwise, it gets a little silly.
Yeah.
But so I generate technology, and now I can either to easily destroy you. I can either and I mean, like on top of this, I can literally just craft something as
A car.
Yeah, do I just keep making
You can build a
cars?
car. But I mean, how long does it take you to generate something? And how much energy does it take?
It doesn't say.
Not to be confused with technology summoning also.
Yeah,
You don't summon technology.
I don't summon technology. I generate it, which is even different.
Okay,
and better.
let's take a quick look here. Are fully manifested, not built up from scratch.
Yeah, so I'm literally create it.
Known users. Okay, these are all
Yeah.
Ben 10 references.
Yeah, so there's no way you can beat me. So you're talking about like absorbing shit. You can absorb whatever you want. I can just literally keep throwing stuff at you too, and you can keep trying to absorb it. But there's a point in which your biomass, like you would not have enough of it.
Doesn't matter.
You would
So-
blobify.
So here's the issue right here. So we have 10 minutes of prep time. So I would get in my car as you're trying to think of like things to generate. You're like, oh fuck, and then I'm already at Best Buy. By the time you try to figure out what you're trying to do, I get the guns and then I go to the airport. This is how quick I am.
I don't even have to do that. I can
I
generate
got
a tank.
guns on airplanes. You can have a tank. You'd be dead before you use the tank.
What are you talking about? How the hell would I be dead before I use the tank?
Does a tank be an airplane? I would have a fleet.
You have to
of
have
airplanes.
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like the first ability. You have to absorb it.
Yeah.
So that means you do not have enough biomass to absorb a plane or anything else. It has to be like the Borg where it fits into you. Like this is actually where it has to fit into you. It's literally called, we'll go back to it. It's called techno-organic power link. So basically whatever you can fit in your body. So I could easily destroy you. I could literally make a tank. I could blow you up. I could get a car. I could make a car with a mounted machine gun and just blast you away, right? There's so many things. I could literally put rocket launchers on the car and just fire, right? I can do anything.
So another example of this also is the androids. So would I get superpowers if I started absorbing technology? I would literally be like Brainiac levels of intelligence because I have so many processors, memory. I would have GPUs,
Hold up.
all stuff in my brain.
The capability does not mean that you have the time to actually get the knowledge, right? So you don't just immediately get the knowledge even if you have the processing power. You'd have to still assimilate the knowledge. So it wouldn't even matter that much. You just have better reaction time. But even then, it still wouldn't matter because your body would only be able to move so fast.
What if I infuse my body with metal?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because look what she did here. She like formed a special metal arm. Can I then like make a mech suit for myself?
You would have
because
to absorb
my skin,
something.
Yeah, my skin would then be metal.
You would have to absorb some specific type of metal, but even the metal, like no matter what metal you have access to at Best Buy, I could still blow through it with either like a mounted machine gun, a tank.
So here's a question for you. Can I change the density of the metal? Because so here's what's gonna happen. All right, I'm gonna tell you exactly what's gonna happen.
It doesn't say.
I'm gonna absorb the metal and then I'm gonna layer it. I'm gonna layer it so it's really, really dense.
Now,
like the androids, do you think they have normal metal? Do you think the androids have normal metal?
So
he's got super metal.
So
I would have
here's
super
the thing.
metal like the
So
androids.
here's the thing. With the androids, they have key to bolster whatever like weight,
and I wouldn't?
whatever weight that they have. No, you wouldn't.
I would have all of these circuitry too. So my reaction time, my speed, everything,
it doesn't
would
work
all
like
be
that.
running off of electronics.
All of these things, like, so your muscles would also probably fatigue under the weight of whatever you absorb. A lot of these characters seem to have some form of technologically like absorbed muscles or musculature or robot arms, things like that, circuitry. So you would have to basically formulate something like that.
It says cybernetic capabilities, so you would get cybernetic capabilities. It gives her, and she's even superpowered because of the technology she's absorbed. So because of the technology
she had
absorbed,
technology to absorb.
and look at all these guys. Fulgor, Killer Instinct. He's literally made of metal.
Because he was made
Androids.
that way. Because they were made that way. Each one of these characters actually had to have time to give them the implants to absorb. So even her, she didn't just magically get it.
You're telling me she didn't just go up to a GPU and integrate that within herself?
It
says who?
says
what it says
me. It doesn't say that. What it says instead is that she now wields savage power and deadly weaponry thanks to her cybernetic capabilities, which means that she was given those cybernetic capabilities because someone else built it for her.
So here's a variation. Techno.
Yeah, but that's a synonym, so it doesn't really it's synonymous with it, or rather, it's similar. So it's not actually.
And so here's what's associated with advanced technology, bioenergy manipulation.
Yeah, so biomass manipulation.
Biotechnology.
So like I was saying before.
Yeah, like techno.
So you can absorb it. Yeah, and also it may require a state of mind, which means you have to achieve enlightenment to do this. Okay.
It doesn't say that.
It does right there.
Oh, maybe. But look at this. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. Where is it?
It's all cyborg stuff.
Yeah.
It's all people who have.
I would basically be a super cyborg.
No, you wouldn't.
Like Android 17. So it's Android 17 versus a tank.
Okay, so none of that is actually what it shows.
Yes.
You lose this.
It shows him right there.
You lose this. You lose this.
There's Android 17.
Yeah, because Dr. Giraud built him, or rather, implanted because they're cyborgs, not actually androids. He implanted cybernetics into their body. So that's not actually what's happening with you. Even if you can run around and just steal shit, you're just gonna basically take it and it's going to just stick to yourself, and that's it. And you're gonna maybe be able to utilize it, but it's not going to be the same.
And
on top of that, you may actually need time to practically use it too.
But the thing is, mine's a counter to yours because whatever you make, I can turn it against you.
Only if you can reach it.
Yeah, so that's the thing. If I'm in a car, airplane, whatever I choose is my vehicle, so long as I get close to you, it's over. You make a tank, it's mine.
It doesn't work.
You make
like
a bomb,
that.
It's mine.
Okay.
Anything you make is mine.
So this is how it's
It
gonna work.
doesn't say the range either.
Okay.
It doesn't say the range. Just to make that clear. So I could have Wi-Fi range.
No. Listen.
Like telekinesis.
It doesn't. There's no examples of that, and no, you can't.
I could have it come to me.
There's examples of that possibly in the last one, but not this one. This is literally. It even shows biomass. So on top of that, what I'd have to say is, so just imagine cars, right? Where they have the little eyes and the headlights. That's you, all right? But you're a freakish abomination, okay? Your skin is stretched across the top of the hood of the car and everything. You're a freak.
And there's my face on top of it.
Your face is on the front, like on the right on the grill of the vehicle, and your eyes are poking out.
Yeah. Sounds like nightmare fuel.
And me on the other side, I could just take another vehicle, and I could put a mounted machine gun onto it. And all I gotta do is hit you, and you're dead.
Also, so this biotech fuels the powers and allows them to be strengthened and utilized in various levels. So even if I absorbed a car, it wouldn't be a normal car. I could strengthen it.
It just because it allows it.
Yeah,
it doesn't
so I
mean
can
that
strengthen
you can.
So would your tank, and that's the thing, right? You'd have to be able to build the tank in time. It doesn't say how long you're able to generate that tank. And if I got close to you, I could control anything you made.
But all I would have to do is literally just shoot you. Okay?
Yeah,
because a car would rip apart.
Maybe, but I can strengthen the car.
Even if you strengthen it, it doesn't matter.
What if I get?
Some of those mounted machine guns can go through. They can go through literally really heavy fucking metal.
And that's the thing. It depends on the environment too. You may not be able to see me coming. If I'm going 200 miles an hour in a Ferrari or more, because there's cars nowadays which can go faster, you may not be able to suspect me. By the time you see me, it'll be over. I turned the corner. You're outside Walmart looking for me. Like, where is he? And then all of a sudden, I could have because that's the thing, right? I also combine with the car, so I can also hide better. So you might be thinking it's a normal person, right?
How the hell would that?
We're outside Walmart.
We teleport to an arena. What are you talking about?
We didn't say we teleport to an arena. We said
it
10 minutes of prep times.
On top of that, there's no fucking Ferraris out there. It doesn't make any sense.
And I can get a normal car, right? So you're shooting
and
random cars.
Why would I go to you either? None of that makes sense.
Because we have to meet. We're drawn to each other, but we don't know where each other is. It's kind of like Fortnite, where the arena slowly closes in.
We never agreed to that.
All of a sudden, I come out of the car because you couldn't find me, and then I take control of the tank.
You're like Owen Wilson in Cars.
Is he the main character in Cars? I totally forgot that.
I don't know.
Is Owen Wilson the main character?
I thought it was Owen. I could be wrong. It could be someone else. I thought he was in there.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I win this. I'm pretty sure there's another one.
No, it's not. It's not. And none of what you're saying, you keep doing what ifs and all this other stupid mental gymnastics, okay? You didn't argue well of why you would beat it. You just keep saying, well, if I was in this specific scenario, but you don't have access to a Ferrari. There's no Ferraris around here.
There's Ferraris around here. There's also really nice cars, really fast cars, which can go 200 miles
They
an hour.
don't go to fucking Best Buy. I have never
They go to
seen...
Best Buy.
I've never
seen him go to Best Buy.
No, you haven't.
I've seen him go to Best Buy.
You haven't. And
I've seen all sorts of cars at Best Buy. I've seen cars outside my gym, which is on the way to Best Buy. So even if I haven't seen it there, I've seen it at the gym. There's people who drive Ferraris who go to that gym.
that wasn't a fucking Ferrari.
There's someone who drove a fucking Lambo who went to the gym. I don't know who it was, but I saw a goddamn Lamborghini there in the parking lot. So I gotta go 200 miles an hour on that
Just
Lambo.
because you saw it once doesn't mean that you're going to be able to get access to it then.
I'll
It's
check.
not. It's not
I don't know if
every
it is
time.
then.
It's not every time you get access to a Lambo. On top of that, again, we get teleported to an arena. It's like 10 minutes. That's what we did last time too. It was like 10 minutes.
But how big's the arena? So you have your tank, right? Is the arena? Is it have?
I'm saying like a mounted machine gun. That's actually probably what would work better, or just a tank with a mounted machine gun. Something like a fortified position in which I can just blow you away with a fucking turret.
And that's the thing, right? It says you can create the technology, but do you have the gas to run it?
What do you mean?
Did you have to? You can create the technology, but it doesn't say you can create what that runs off of. So how you gonna run your tank when you don't got no gas?
I'm not going to run the tank. I'm going to use my fucking mounted machine gun. The mounted machine gun doesn't take gas.
Yeah, but how you gonna get the bullets for it?
I'm going to create it. It's part of the technology.
Does it say that? It says you can create technology.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say you can create the bullets for the technology.
Bullets are technology.
Let me take a look at the limitation again. Maybe limited to certain types of technology.
Yeah, I can make the bullets.
Is bullets a technology?
Yeah. Yeah, I win this one.
The user can generate various types of mechanics,
And
technology,
hardware, automations, etc.
automations. So you can create the hardware, the technology, but it doesn't say you can create the bullets for your gun.
Yeah, it does. It's part of technology.
Is it a technology?
Yes, bullets are a technology.
I don't
They
think
are
they count.
indeed.
I don't think they count. I mean, we're gonna
Go ahead and Google it.
And-
Are bullets technology? Google it. Are bullets technology?
It says right here, no. That's what it says.
All right,
And that's the thing. Wait a second. If they're a technology, you shoot a bullet at me, I can absorb it. I can absorb your bullets.
no, you have to.
I can't.
You have to mentally do it. Scroll down. It literally says that you have the ability to connect and control them. The ability, but it doesn't say that you have the reaction speed to do it. I'm going to be using chain gun.
No,
18
like
gun.
that. No,
Like a mounted machine
no.
gun.
It would like there's it doesn't say that anywhere. There's nowhere it says that it's based on reaction time or anything like that.
Then how are you going to do it?
You're gonna shoot at me. Those bullets are gonna just gonna go in. Like, boom, 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 and it's gonna go inside of me. And I'm like,
Okay.
oh, you got it. I'm gonna say. But then you're gonna try to shoot a rocket at me, and I'm gonna absorb that too, and I'm gonna spit it back. Yeah, what's gonna happen is Big Mask, where he gets shot, and then he spits the bullets back out.
So this is
and then I'll get you.
no. So this is So if that's the case, then you're just going to
And would you
you're just going to subconsciously absorb everything in the area. So
Yeah.
either that doesn't make any sense either. Because then you're just going to become a bile blob, right? You have to have some
I can
level
get
of
rid of
control.
it. I can
You
spit him
can't-
back out.
You
I'll spit him right back at you.
You can't facilitate a mastery over your ability within 10 minutes. You get the ability and you have 10
Then we can
minutes
say
of
the
prep
same
time.
thing for you of building a tank. You don't know how to fucking build a tank.
But that's
you may
part
be
of
able
the
to
power.
generate it, but you have no idea how a tank works or a machine gun. What goes in it? Anything like that.
That's
the same
part
can
of my
be said
power.
for you.
That's part of my
It
power.
didn't say that. It doesn't say knowledge of technology. It says technology generation.
But that doesn't that's
You can
not the
generate
same.
what you know.
Well, then you can
That's
only
it.
control what what you know. And what
No,
you've been
it
able to
says I
say.
can control anything.
No, it doesn't. It's literally limited. Scroll down. Like if we want to go off
To
of
certain
that,
types of technology.
no. It also says that may require a specific
That's
state of
May.
mind.
May is not nothing. May is nothing.
Yeah.
It's like the side of a
Mine
medicine
are also
bottle.
may. Mine are also may.
For what?
Any of the things that I can't do as well. It says may be limited to certain types of technology.
Yeah, but we already agreed that was the way it was going to be. It's limited to certain types. Obviously, you're going to be able to
May.
make alien technology.
Yeah, well,
It's within
here's the
reason
thing.
here.
Here's the thing. Yeah, it's always within reason. So if you're saying that any piece of technology that ever touches you can just immediately be absorbed, that's not within reason because you haven't established why that is.
Because that's what everyone else does.
No, it
Have
isn't.
your- okay, so
none of the characters as examples can do that. None of the characters. None. Zero.
no, well, what the characters? Well, I mean,
None of the characters can do that. Zero of them can get it. Even Motoko, which is showing there, has to run from the bullets. Even like Android 20, 18, 17.
they don't run from bullets. They're super strong.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. That's not the point. We're talking about absorption, nothing else. Do they absorb the bullets? No, they can't do that. None of the characters. Fulgur can't do
Well,
that.
it's just giving examples
None
of
of-
what you can do
None
and
of
what
these,
you can be when you
none
absorb
of these
technology.
characters can do that, and it doesn't explicitly state that you can just absorb them at a whim instantly. None of those characters can do that.
Yeah, it's just giving the advantage because basically you become a cyborg when you start. Like it's literally giving like all of these examples of cyborgs. Literally, look at all these. These are all cyborgs.
Yeah.
So I think it means, in all honesty, that I just become super powered based off of the technology I absorb. And it's like what I said, in which you can actually like make metal on metal because
you have
absorb
10
so
minutes
much.
to do it though.
Yeah,
and
but
on
I go
top
to
of
Best
that,
Buy and
it
I have
doesn't.
everything I need.
None of these characters can absorb literally instantaneously at a whim subconsciously, right? That's too far in terms of that. That's like literal mental gymnastics here.
Okay, but even if that was the case, you would have to give me that I could at least go to Best Buy and I could become an android like 17 or 18.
You would not get that because they are literally built out of metal that is way
Special
stronger
metal.
than it. Yeah. Do you have access to
And you
special
know how
metal
Dr.
like that?
Gero did that?
Do you
He
have
compacted
access?
metal.
It doesn't work like that. You don't go to Best Buy and get special metal. Okay, that doesn't make
I
any
make the
sense.
special metal. It says it's a combination of these powers. We can look at these real quick. They make their organics and their biological nature.
Connected to the thing. So it's what
And
we
using
already
control.
talked about. So we already covered this.
So, but it's like I said, to where you can absorb more, and the more you absorb, the more stronger you become.
It's linked to your biomass. Like even these characters shown again, they don't just grow exponentially. You don't turn into a giant because you just keep absorbing more. That doesn't make any sense, right? Like it's limited to your biomass and what you connect to. Otherwise, you turn into a blob of whatever you connect to. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? Again, you have to be somewhat reasonable here.
And there's this one too: the ability to have one's technology mechanical linked to one's powers.
So this guy, like even here, this is close to what I'm saying, right? Like he's literally linking this shit, and it's linked to his biomass, right? Like this is what I'm talking about. It's all linked to his biomass.
I don't even understand what's going on here.
It's like it's connecting to like pieces of himself here. See, it's all connected. Like he's absorbing shit. You know what I'm saying? But my point is like it's not faster than a speeding bullet, right? You're not Superman. You don't just absorb GPUs in Best Buy and become Superman. It doesn't work like that. That doesn't make any sense, right? So if we're both on separate sides, if I can shoot you in any relative speed, then you're dead.
But like if I absorb with certain technology, I would be bulletproof.
What technology? At Best Buy, because you have 10 minutes.
So here's a question for you: is anything at Best Buy bulletproof, or if I'm part of a car?
No, they get torn up. Like a lot of cars are just made out of shit.
And it says you can empower it too. So it's like, to what degree can I empower it? So so let's say for instance, I get the power of the GPUs, CPUs. I get superhuman reflexes, which allow me, because like since I'm linking myself with CPUs and GPUs, I would get superhuman reflexes because I was able to process it that quickly, and it would be a part of me.
The real question is, would you even be able to process this in a reasonable manner, right? Like just think about that. Like, because you go there and then you try to you literally inserting shit probably into your brain. So how long would that even take for you to adequately absorb that and apply it properly? Right? Like
How long would it take for you to make a tank?
That's a lot more reasonable. Or again, you keep saying tank, but I'm just saying I could just literally make like some entrenched position with a mounted machine gun. Something that would be based off of some technological advancement where I could just make an entrenched like machine gun.
Seems pretty abstract to me.
It's pretty simple. It's just a really powerful gun. That's all I got to make, and then I just got to shoot you.
So yeah, I would have the capabilities of all of the CPUs and stuff like that, which is basically it would allow me to have superhuman reflexes. So I do get that power. I would get that power of like having superhuman reflexes.
It says who?
And because it says I'm connected and I can use that power. So the power of the CPU is fast processing power. So with that insane processing power that I wouldn't normally have, I would be able to have superhuman reflexes. That's without saying.
You can have superhuman reflexes, but still not be able to move faster than you can think, because it's tied to your physicality. You don't just suddenly get the ability to do it. So even if you could think at a light speed, it doesn't mean you can move at a light speed.
So
May. Because you don't have the muscles or the technology to do it. So even if that is the case and you're thinking faster than a speeding bullet, can you then move faster than a speeding bullet? And nothing you've shown has shown you being able to move faster.
What if I attach a drone to my back? What if I attach
That's
a drone
still
to
not
my back?
faster than a speeding bullet.
Yeah?
Yeah, so
I'd be able to fly, it'd be hard to shoot me. I'd have a drone on my back, I'd be flying over you.
I could literally just pelt you with like.
And that's the thing. I could have the drone on my back. I could have 5 drones on my back, right? All on the back of my arms. Okay. And what I could have. Okay, wait a second.
You have 10 minutes too. Like how are you going to even
absorb? They got drones at Best Buy.
How are you going to even be able to absorb it? How are you going to be able to absorb? How are you going to be able to absorb all of them?
They stack them right next to each other.
Like
5
again,
drones.
you're basically saying
1 shelf.
you're basically saying that it has to absorb. You have to take it. You have to find it. Then you have to absorb it in your body within 10 minutes.
And not
that's
to mention
a lot of stuff.
And what I could do is I could just get 1 drone, enhance it. It's an enhanced drone that's capable of advanced maneuvers, advanced speed, and whatever else a drone can do.
Yeah,
I can also take 4K video, but since I'm I can take 64K video since it's attached to me.
Yeah, 64K video of you dying because I'm shooting you.
And what I could do is I could have something in front of me like a shield, right? Or I could get a drone, which would give me the ability to fly, and then I could go to Walmart, get guns.
You don't have enough
and
time.
it would be whoever shot first.
You don't have enough time.
So I'd be flying around. Yeah, Walmart and Best Buy are right across the street from each other.
It doesn't matter. You don't have enough time. Like
you're telling me I can't drive down to Walmart and drive over to Best Buy and grab a drone. They have drones at Walmart.
Dude, you can't even clear out of a gas station within 10 minutes, okay?
I can clear out of a gas station.
No, you can't. In real life, you cannot do that. You are always slow as shit.
Well, guess what? This is a fight for my life, and I'm gonna have adrenaline running through me, and I'm gonna go at super speed compared.
But that doesn't.
And that's the thing. The car I would be using to get there would be way quicker as well. I would be way quicker because I would drive right through the Walmart in the car.
Yeah, but how, like you're gonna get into fucking car accidents and shit like that.
But the car is gonna be enhanced because I'm able to enhance the technology.
But it doesn't say to what extent.
And that's the thing. That's the thing, right? If I got a gun, it would be enhanced. I would be able to enhance it.
It doesn't matter. I'm literally in an entrenched position. All I have to do
I would have one enhanced bullet.
A mounted machine gun with a shield, right? Because they like the mounted machine guns. They can literally have the fucking shield attached to them too.
Doesn't matter. I'd have an enhanced bullet. It would go faster and it would be piercing. They have special rounds at Walmart, so I could get the special round and go over and get the gun. And I could literally we could have a Mexican standoff, and then we both draw, and you try to get on your mounted machine gun to pull the trigger, which, by the way, mounted machine guns, they take a second to fire. And then I would shoot you, and it would either be a stalemate or you'd miss. Because it doesn't give you the ability to aim.
How the hell would you...
You also don't have the ability to aim. So depending on how far away from each other, it's going to be harder to shoot me. And I can get a sniper.
Yeah, and you don't know how to fire those.
Doesn't matter. I'm in technology enhanced by all the CPUs. I'd be a fucking machine. Literally.
That literally makes no sense on multiple levels.
That's the thing.
Because you just don't have enough time to do any of this.
Yes, I do.
They
have that at Walmart.
No, you're just saying that you have infinite time basically because you're running into Best Buy, getting everything you need, then going into Walmart, getting everything you need. As if that's going to happen. And on top of that, it doesn't talk about absorption rates or even the utilization rates and how long that would even take.
Neither does yours. So we're assuming here that it's reasonable. It's within a short amount of time, 5-10 seconds.
Okay, well, look at what's more reasonable. I build one mounted machine gun. Okay? And I'm on one side of the arena. You, on the other hand, are coming with a car with processors that are increasing your processing speed, and then all sorts of other mechanical components. And then you're also making a trip to Walmart in which you can also get a possible mounted sniper rifle on top of... And again, how the hell are you even going to get the biomass?
How about this, okay?
Like, none of that makes sense.
I go to Walmart. I don't go to Best Buy, right? I just go to Walmart, I get the gun, and I put an Xbox to my head. Because it has all of the components. It has all of the memory. It has the CPU, the GPU. It would still give me superhuman capabilities. Well, I wouldn't red ring. And that's the thing, right? I can grab 2 Xboxes. I shove my hands through the glass, and I grab both Xboxes, attach them to my head. And then I get my sniper. And I would have superhuman reflexes.
No, dude, that doesn't make any sense. You have to get here from there. You have to get here from there.
There's a car right outside. I get on top of that car. It's immediately enhanced, right? Or at least to some degree, even if it's like 5 to 10 seconds of me melding or whatever, it's like it's still going to go faster than a normal car. I'm going to go 100 miles an hour. We can get from here to Walmart. That's how close we are to Walmart within 5 minutes. With going at traffic speed and with stoplights.
This just
so me really, just running red lights and stuff like that, reasonable time I can get there.
That just seems like a really big stretch, though. Like a really big stretch for you to do all of that and then get all of the absorption rates like just down perfectly, and then also be able to use it in such a capacity in which you'll be able to empower it and have a higher reaction speed. Right? Like all of those things. And what if you don't have a higher reaction speed when you're driving too, and you fucking like you're ramming into stuff? Even if it doesn't damage your vehicle, you're still going to be slowed by other traffic. Like, you're still going to be slow.
The traffic around here is not that bad. Depending on the time, some traffic's worse sometimes, but most of the time, traffic's pretty clear. And there is, like, you can go around on the sidewalk, so I could like, swerve and stuff like that. So, and I can go on the opposite side of traffic if I needed to, like, go around. People do that because they're crazy. But I could do that because I'm gonna rush to get the Walmart to get my 2 Xboxes in my hand, my sniper rifle. And that's the thing, right? Like I said, if we're far enough away in the arena, you'd miss me a few times. Because you don't have the ability. You have the ability to create the machine gun, but you never fired the machine gun, and it doesn't give you any special abilities to use the machine gun. You can just create it.
Yeah, I can create it. Not that hard to use.
But I got 2 Xboxes.
Not that hard to use. And on top of that, like, sure, I might miss a little bit, but it won't take long to readjust it at all. Like, you literally just move it a little bit.
Yeah, so you're creating, you're like, so the match starts, right? I got 2 Xboxes on my head, okay, and I got a sniper. All right, and you're like sitting there, and you're a car freak. Let's say within 5 seconds that you somehow create this mounted machine gun within that 5 seconds, you'd already be dead.
How is it 5 seconds when I have 10 minutes to prepare?
You have 10 minutes to prepare, but when you get to the arena, okay, so let's say you spend your 10 minutes, you craft your perfect thing. We get spawned in the arena, you're not going to know exactly where I am. You're going to have to take a second to look around. Meanwhile, I'm going to be scanning the area within milliseconds of understanding where you are. I'm going to see this giant tower, and then I'm going to see the machine gun moving around. Anytime that I can't snipe your head off with super processing powers within that time period. And then not to mention, the sniper is super powered. It's a super powered sniper rifle that would be able to penetrate any metal you made, because it would be like multiple times of whatever power it has. Plus it would have the Walmart armor-piercing rounds.
No, dude, that doesn't make fucking sense within the time frame given.
Perfect sense, dude. I explained how to get there, too.
No, you did all this, but again, that doesn't account for the time spent. Like, you got to talk about the absorption rates, everything. Like, again,
I said like 5 to 10 seconds even to get to the car and stuff like that. And even if it takes a while,
it's not 5 to 10 seconds.
Even if it takes a while, the 2 Xboxes, right? Go and I let them brew for a second while I get my sniper. I would have an order in which I got it to maximize efficiency. I'd be min-maxing my deathmatch.
No, you wouldn't. And most likely, once you insert 1 Xbox in your head, it's going to take a while to absorb and assimilate with your brain. How the hell is it going to
I got 8 minutes to spare by the time I get there.
No, you don't have 8 minutes to spare. You got like maybe 5.
Why would I have 5? I just explained we can get to Walmart in like 5 minutes.
Then you have 5.
No, but I said but this is going to be running red lights and then going a car at super speed.
It takes longer than 5 minutes.
It would be like 2 minutes. It's like 5 minutes at normal traffic. Walmart's like right down there.
Even if that's the case, again, when you insert something into your brain, one would assume that your brain actually has to adapt to it.
Yeah, but it's not going to be hours.
You're thinking. I'm not saying it's hours, but you're thinking it's going to be just like that, right?
Nothing
shown is
even if it's not. I give you that, and it takes like 2 minutes. I'd still have time to spare.
No, you wouldn't.
I grab 2 Xboxes, shove it in my head, and I'm downloading the information for like 5-10 seconds, and then it needs time to connect and meld. I'm loading up the sniper while that's happening.
None of this shows that. None of this shows that example. None of this shows that. Like, you're just saying things that are just like, at best, like the periphery things that could be possible, right?
All you got is a mounted machine gun. I got super
all you got powers. For your examples are a bunch of androids and cyborgs that are basically just using technology that's in tandem with their biology.
I'm within the rules.
And every single one of these examples had predetermined mechanical applications already attributed to the body. Okay? It was already pre-designed before it was assimilated by their body. And it all took a long period of time for the designs to be assimilated into the body. But what you're saying is it's almost instantaneous or minutes. It doesn't show that. It doesn't say that. None of that does.
Why are we adding on time to how long it gets integrated?
Because none of the examples show that it's instantaneous. Because
none of the examples show that what you create could take 10 hours to create a machine gun.
True, but I am only making one thing. You are okay. So this is the thing. Like, this is why I'm saying it's preposterous, because I'm making one thing. You, on the other hand, are adapting into a car. You are throwing Xboxes into your head, multiple Xboxes in your head, and then on top of that, you're also getting a gun.
Yeah.
And you're also traveling from point A to point B, and also having to assimilate all of that within the time frame and be able to use it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's much more unreasonable than me making one thing. It was just a gun. It's like the unreasonabforce.
You said you were making a tower. You said you were making a tower, and
I said I could make a tower
machine gun on top of it.
No, I said I can make it like a form of trench in a sense, right? Like I can make something like it doesn't.
So
even
what
have
are
to be
you
that
making? Are you making just a machine gun that's like
making
Halo, like Halo, where it has like the two things on the side?
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah, and there's a shield in front of me. Because they almost always have shields.
So even if I just got the sniper and I put one Xbox in my head, let's say I'm not being aggressive here, and I just go for one Xbox, you're telling me it's going to take like hours or days to integrate with an Xbox.
I mean, like realistically speaking, probably longer than that. That's
Why would
ridiculous.
Why would it take a long time period? All these people they can integrate easily.
Because I already explained this. Every single example given were premeditated designs that took a long period of time to design before integrated into the biology.
How about this? I just get a CPU. I grab a CPU, put it into the side of my head. Bam! I got enhanced processing
You have
powers.
to go down there by also absorbing a car. You got to also turn it, like, understand too what a fucking freak you're going to be just by absorbing the car. You know, it's like just
I'm
that
going to
alone.
absorb it and then I'm going to detach because it doesn't say you can't detach, but I'm pretty sure you can detach from it. So I can just detach from it. I don't even need a car. Car's not part of the equation. I absorb just a partially part of the car. Get down there, go down there, burst through the wall.
Even if you're
sprint all the way to the Xbox side.
Okay.
I mean, not Xbox. Go to the processor, shove it on my head. It started getting used to it. I load up my sniper rifle. I'm integrating with the sniper rifle.
Okay.
I get two things and you're done for. You're donezo.
It doesn't work like that.
It's like a sniper times 20.
You're also, like, now you're saying that you can absorb and deabsorb something within a small set of time.
It doesn't say you can't deabsorb.
I didn't say that you can deabsorb, but you're saying, again, that you can do this way faster.
Yeah.
Like, all the steps required is way more than mine.
Yeah, so
Every single
all
one.
I'm really doing when I'm absorbing the car is I'm just taking control of, like, the ignition. Or I could just, if it's really that big of a problem for you, I could just steal someone's car. Like, literally, I could just steal their car. I could go out in the street, carjack someone, be like, hey, please help! And then just fucking GTA style, and then drive down there like a madman, burst through the wall, get my CPU, apply it to my head, so just to increase my CPU, because I don't really need anything for that, and then I get my gun.
Okay, my counter argument to this is pretty simple, okay? The more complicated a plan, it has more points of failure. Let's boil down your plan. Even if you go with the simplest version, you have to steal a vehicle or integrate with it. And if it's not integration and you're just stealing someone's vehicle, that means you're going to go slower than if you would have integrated. But if you integrate, I don't know how long that would actually take for you to adapt to the integration or how long the integration itself would take and how much you'd be able to empower the vehicle. So let's just go with you stealing a vehicle. You got to go steal a vehicle. Then you got to go to Walmart. Then at Walmart, you have to go and get the processor. You have to run down that aisle, right? And I feel like you don't even remember where the fuck the electronics aisle is.
No,
but let's just say you go down to the electronics aisle. Then you got to break it open, and I'm pretty sure that glass is like shatterproof. So even if you punch it, you could just hurt your fucking hand. So then you got to go beat up an employee for their fucking keys and then open up the case, okay? So you have the case open, then you got to take the processor, and you're not just shoving cardboard in your head. So you got to open up the cardboard box that has the processor inside of it. Then once you take the processor inside of it, then you got to put it in your head. Again, I don't know what the integration time is. I don't know how well it's absorbed. I don't even know like any of the absorption process. But let's just say you do all that, and then you put it in, and then for somehow you like everything is controlled by your brain in regards to your physical functions, and you are tampering with that brain for the first time ever with a newly acquired power. And again, this is all done within 10 minutes. And then after that, you have to run down to the weapon aisle, and none of these boomers are running after you like, hey, stop right there, after watching you absorb a processor in your brain. And then they're fucking, like, these wages are running after you to stop you, because I feel like some of them would, no matter what you did. And then you got to go down to the rifle aisle, and then you got to, again, those guns are locked behind glass. Again, shatterproof glass. And they do that so you can't steal them, or you can't go on a fucking shooting spree in Walmart. So you got to go and then beat up another boomer for their key.
There's already a problem here. So first of all, I could break the glass, and I'm gonna tell you how. I can get one of the on-display laptops. Give me a super hand, and give me the processing power of that said laptop, and then punch through the glass, because then that would be enhanced. That glass I use, I can enhance whatever I use. So the laptop's metal. So it would be super metal once I got a hold of it, and I would punch through the glass, get that processor, and then I would just, and it's cardboard, but I could just rip through it in one go if I really was in a panic.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Because I'm going to be fighting to the death here in a minute. And that's the thing. Okay, so here's a problem with this. So we're assuming you can build a gun in 10 minutes.
That's
we're
all I'm doing.
Going, yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's still like, it's a complicated process to build a gun, but I'm like, I'll give it to you. I even gave a tank to you.
That's my superpower.
Right? Yeah, that's your superpower. I gave you that. So we're assuming also when they talk about these superpowers, it's not like flight and stuff. It's like, oh, how far are you flying? You obviously can't fly that fast. It's like, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty fast. Just like when I can absorb it, we're assuming it's pretty fast. I can absorb it.
Okay.
It's not within like 10 minutes. Oh, I can't absorb an Xbox. That's too complicated. That's bullshit. I should be able to put 2 Xboxes on my head.
So the problem is, and again, and it's pretty simple. My argument's really simple, and you didn't address it. My argument is you have multiple points of failure. The more complicated a plan, you have more points of failure. And you have multiple points of failure. Many, many points in which you can fail. And like just one of these things going wrong, just one, or not going as fast as you need it to, can destroy you.
I'm going to tell you how the plan goes down right now. Okay, so I am going to integrate with the car.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you're saying. That's not an argument against it. You just reiterating these things. These are points of failure. So
it can't fail. It can't fail. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why it can't fail. None of the wages there at Walmart have a fucking gun. How are they going to stop me? I'm going to go through that fucking wall, drive all the way to the technology aisle while I'm integrated with the car because it's going to be about super speed. I'm going to be plowing through men, women, children, all of that. Because my life's on the line. I'm going to plow through to get those 2 Xboxes and shove them right off my and then I'm gonna get that sniper the same way I got the 2 Xboxes. I'm gonna get back in that car, reintegrate it with it, meet that boomer at the desk, drive through that glass and through the aisle, pick up the sniper on the floor, pick up the guns on the floor.
You're going to most likely destroy the gun if you do that.
Like no, if you think about the angle, right? The guns are up high. If you drive under it, it's like maybe it'll destroy the first couple of guns, but I can just I can ram it a little bit. And the glass will break, and the guns. But
what if it doesn't? See, again, these are points of failure. So it's like the more complicated your plan, again. So the more steps you have, it's really simple. The more steps you have.
Okay. Well, let's scratch that, right? I'm gonna get out of the car. I'm gonna grab my super laptop hand. I'm gonna punch through the glass just like I did with the Xbox. And then I'm gonna grab the gun, and then I'm gonna start fucking loading that motherfucker. Okay. And then I would have 2 Xbox, may have the super processing power. I would have the car to spare, but you're like, oh, the car's too much. So what I could do is, in all honesty, I could pop the glass of the car, and I could be driving around right at you 200 miles an hour while I snipe you with a super sniper rifle.
Okay, so none of that's an argument against what I'm saying, though. You're just adding stuff or changing it a little bit. But more steps means that you're more likely to fail.
Yeah, but it's not going to fail. Like, maybe you say, I won't be 100%. Who's going to stop me? I'm driving through with, a skin car. and I'm killing a bunch of people. Everyone's going to be shocked and terrified. Ain't no one going to come out with a pistol against me.
It's not even just the pistol aspect. It's multiple aspects. What if the gun breaks, when you're driving through it? What if
I'm not going to drive through it. I'm going to get my super laptop.
What if you can't absorb? What if you can absorb within a reasonable amount of time, but it isn't that fast? So when you keep absorbing things,
we're assuming it's pretty fast, just like yours. We're saying that it's pretty fast.
I do one thing. That's the difference. That's my argument. I do one thing. That's it.
Yeah, maybe that one thing takes a long time.
10 things.
How long does it take to shape the metal for a barrel of a gun? How long does it take to test it to make sure you did it right? How many times are you going to get it wrong? Maybe the barrel's not completely symmetrical. You're creating it, but you never created it before. This is your first time creating. We're assuming we're giving you the benefit of the doubt, like I deserve. I deserve the benefit of the doubt. Your Honor, I believe I deserve the benefit of the doubt.
Again, these things you just have way more steps in which any of these things could go wrong.
There's a lot of steps in creating a gun too. You're creating the gun.
I'm creating a gun.
I'm assuming bulletproof metal.
That argument could be made against you too. There's a lot of steps most likely that you would have to integrate a fucking CPU into some biological way for you to get the benefits of it to your brain.
Yes, it would be a part of my brain. It'd be both on the sides of my head, sort of like 2 GPUs in a computer. You have spare ones which you use when you're not.
I feel like okay, but I'm not saying that. I'm not saying how it's done. I'm saying when you do it, it's a complicated process most likely because you are again melding your only function in which you can move your physical body or even move within the physical space, and you are tampering with it.
It's a superpower. So no.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's a superpower.
Then I can say that about literally anything. I'll create a mech then, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Go create a mech. You can create a Gundam mech. You could say that and I'll let you get away with it. I still have my super sniper rifle shoot through that and decapitate you. Because I would be able to scan all the points of weakness and be able to kill you.
Again, just because also that doesn't make sense because you don't know where I'm piloting it from. I could make a mech where I'm piloting from the back or something and you wouldn't be able to shoot through. You wouldn't know, right? And then on top of that,
I'd be able to scan it. I have super scanning, super reflex abilities.
And even if you have the points of whatever, it doesn't matter either way. Like the points of weakness or anything like that. Like even if you were able to shoot that'd be dumb. But
and there are no mechs. You said your power, by the way, was no aliens or anything stuff that exists currently. We agreed upon that.
There are like something like I'm pretty sure there's like power suits and shit.
But they're super lame.
Yeah, they're super lame.
You could use one of those if you want.
But it doesn't matter. Like there's way too many steps, and none of that actually shows it within the examples given. None of these things show it within the examples given. It only shows the meshing of cybernetic implants that have already been made for the character.
Even just having, so like, even if you like, so like, I'm assuming since I can meld with things that since it's a superpower and everything, that it's gonna be pretty much instant with almost everything. That's pretty much a given. You're saying, well, how much time would it take? It's like, I don't know. How long does it take to build a gun? It's like, we're assuming, again, it's a reasonable amount of time. But the point of just me being able to enhance a sniper rifle, like that sniper rifle could be incredibly powerful, and it would be more efficient than moving around a giant Gatling gun looking for me, because as you said, you're going to be using one from Halo. And the problem with the one...
like it.
Yeah, but the problem with the one that's from Halo is that it's hard to fucking see. They got two giant barriers, and then you have to look through a little tiny slit as you're looking for me in the arena, which who knows how big or how large it is.
It's always a football field. That's what we did last time.
If it's a football field, imagine looking through an entire football field with that little slit as you're trying to find me. Well, I got a sniper rifle already trained on you because I can see a giant machine gun from far away. Yeah, you can't see a person from far away because I can immediately get into prone stance. I could immediately get in prone stance. And wait a second. Okay? So I'm at Walmart. I can put on all green if we're in a football field. So even
hold up. You're saying you're gonna go prone in your fucking organic car. You're just like, what are you gonna do? You're like, your wheels are gonna come off, and then you just duck.
Well, I'm saying that I can get out of the car, and I can obviously, but I'm just saying, even if I just got the sniper, it's like it would be ridiculous.
So none of these
and I could use the car as cover too, if I did bring the car.
None of these things show you being able to do any of this within reasonable time. It's basically me saying that I'm building like 10 things, or however many steps you're doing. So it's basically me going like, well, okay, I'm gonna build this, then I'm gonna build this, I'm gonna build a fortress. I'm gonna build a moving fortress.
You already picked what you're building. You already picked what you're building. I immediately picked what I wanted to do.
Okay, let me just say this. That's not true either, because you keep amending what you're saying you're gonna do. You've done it like 20 times now, every time I poke a hole in the theory. So you don't get to just go, well, now you can't do that, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And so if you're going to say stupid shit like that, I could just keep amending whatever you're saying and then just counter it.
Well, I mean, I think all I'm saying is pretty fair. I think I win this one. Like with the super sniper rifle.
You don't win. You don't even come close.
And like I said, you like the fucking Gatling gun is really hard to aim with, and it's going to be your first time using it because you don't get any extra special powers which give you like the ability to do things faster. You're going to be your first time going on a machine gun in a large stadium like a football field, and you're going to be looking for me.
This is real life, not a video game. So it's just like in real life, when you use a shotgun, like you can use them long range. Right?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying you can't use it long range, but not only is it not pinpoint accurate, it's hard to find a person in a football field because it's hard to see something small as a
You've already said that you're going to mesh with the fucking car.
Yeah, but I'm going to unmesh with it.
Well, it doesn't say that you can do that.
It doesn't say you can't. It doesn't say you can't either, does it?
Let me say this. Does Android 18 just suddenly stop being a fucking cyborg? Does Android 17 stop being a cyborg? Does this bitch just like her fucking hand pop out because she wants them to?
Okay, well, let's just say this then. I drive the car there, I steal one, and then I get my laptop hand, I burst through the sniper glass. I don't even bother with the CPU. I go straight to it right before we get to the arena. I load up that sniper. Maybe the guards are coming at me, and then all of a sudden I teleport to the arena. I get down on the fucking ground. You're on your machine gun looking for my ass. Like, where's that fucking car? And you're spinning it around, freaking out. And then I'm on your shit immediately with my super sniper rifle.
You keep amending it.
And not to mention, we still left off the table that we don't know if I could absorb bullets or not. Right? So that's the thing we don't know. So even if you somehow manage, let's say in this situation, right? You somehow manage, I got my super sniper rifle, I'm prone, and you're trying to find me. But oh no, you've managed to take a giant machine gun and aim it at me in the size of a football field within the same time I have of a sniper, and seeing a giant machine gun on a football field, you somehow manage to shoot me first. How do we know that kills me? How do we know in that instance I don't go ultra instinct and just absorbing?
You got to be somewhat fair with these, and we're still in the same one, right? Like it's just like you're just making stuff up.
I'm being fair. This is fair as it gets.
You're not being fair in any capacity. I pointed this out, and you haven't refuted any of it. I told you that there's like just in terms of argumentation alone, when you're talking about plans in which you have only 10 minutes and you have multiple points of failure, I point out that I'm only doing one thing, and whereas you're doing like 10 things. And that alone is an issue. The second thing is the examples shown don't ever show that you can do any of the things that you're saying. They were all preordained, and I'm just giving it like the aspect of it But I never said that the absorption rate or anything like that would be within reason.
And I never said your ability would be within reason either to make the machine.
You don't have to. You don't have to because it's part of my ability. I'm only doing one thing.
Yeah, and it's part of my ability to do it.
It's not. It doesn't show it, actually. That's not the case. It doesn't show it, so you're wrong on that.
Well, we could probably find something. And also, I have I empower it, so it's like...
It doesn't matter. You'd only be able to pick up a gun or something like that and empower it. To what end, I don't know. But none of these characters actually absorb things like what you're saying.
It's just all cyborgs. Infiltrators, Terminator, which is the T-800. Yeah.
Yeah, and none of them absorb it and then have
they all, what makes the most sense to me is, like I said initially, that I would be able to absorb anything I wanted to, like a car or whatever, and then I would make myself, the culmination of those things. So I would be like this person or whatever other person after I, fuse with whatever initially I fuse with. Like, I take, 1,000 GPUs or something, fuse with them. And then that being is now a new being which I'm made of. Then it makes sense with what they're saying. And then I would be like the Android 17, or I'd be like a worse version of Fulgor from Killer Instinct.
You wouldn't even be that, because even the most overpowered characters take longer than 10 minutes to accumulate their strength. That's absurd. You're literally saying that you're going to go from human to superhuman within 10 minutes. And it's just that's beyond the suspension of disbelief. Every single character had to have time to accumulate their strength. And I'm not even saying that you would, again, when you're integrating something into your body, you don't even know how to do it, just that you can do it.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll go to fair, and we'll just say tie. Because I think I should be able to make a super sniper rifle.
But none of what you're saying, and also you've never fired a sniper rifle. It doesn't work like that. Because of the wind trajectory and everything else, it's not
a super sniper rifle. It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It's going to be way faster, way more accurate, and it's going to work better.
Even if it's way more... Because you can get really powerful, anti-tank rifles. So even if you use a shitty, bolt-action sniper rifle, turn it into an anti-tank rifle, because that's exponentially more powerful. So let's just say that's what happens. I'm pretty sure wind trajectory still affects it.
No, because it's a super sniper. It's empowered. I can empower it by a lot.
I just said, there's an example I just gave, and I said it still, I'm pretty sure, is affected by wind trajectory.
It depends on how powerful it is. If it's a 50-time sniper rifle, it doesn't matter what the wind's doing. It creates the wind. Rifle, there would be shockwaves from it.
It's not.
My imagination goes wild.
No, it's just you're going wild, and you're just saying that you're going to win.
We'll call it a tie because, like I said, there's so many aspects of this. One, how do we know I can't absorb your bullets? Two, how do we know I can't just make a super sniper rifle and kill you because I can empower this technology? Because how do we know? And the third thing is, how do we know I can't just absorb a bunch of technology?
Because there's no examples. Because there's no examples, and because there's no examples.
Well, no, there's a reason why each example exists, and then even why I say the third one of why can't I just absorb technology? It's because then I'll be able to become an android. It's that's the examples they give. How else would I get there if I'm linking to technology? How else would I get to that cyborg status than by linking with technology?
Because there would be a period of assimilation. Any of these characters didn't just become even Android 17 and 18. They didn't become strong overnight. It took them meticulous planning, and it took them a long period of time to design them. Even Cell, one of the strongest characters, took him fucking years or some shit to go from a larvae state to where the humanoid state and start absorbing. So it took years. So it's just what you're talking about.
They're an example of the end product, not how the product is working in this case. This is a power in which you can do that, and they're the end product of what you can be.
And it's limited to your biomass.
It's not saying how you become them. So it's even if they have that process, they're not. This isn't talking about their process. This is talking about becoming them. So in the third instance in which I gave that, it's either I'm an android and I'm fucking unstoppable because I'm able to become that, because I have a superpower to integrate technology into myself as much as I want to, apparently. It doesn't really give a limit besides maybe if I eat too many CPUs, I might get overloaded with information.
I've already explained this to you. Every piece of technology that has been shown has been made for them. It isn't some random shit. It isn't some random junk. There's no part of this. None of this. Even her arm is prosthetic. That means it's made for her. Every single instance is something that's made for her. There is no point in which it says, hey, you're going to be able to absorb whatever you want and then assimilate that into you. And even if I give you that, again, it doesn't show what the process will be, the time it takes to assimilate, etc.
That's why I'm saying we can tie it, because I think there's plenty of ways in which I can beat you. There's plenty of ways by either the super sniper, the anything, and then you just saying you're going to create a machine gun in 10 minutes, learn how to mount it, and then look through that little thing, and then look for me on a football field. Again, it's going to be hard to see unless you got a sniper scope on that thing. And even then, it'd be really awkward to like move around a giant machine gun. And depending on how far I get put from you, we're not saying either like, oh, my close range, my long range, etc., etc. There's so many factors here that make it not clear cut. And I feel like I should be able to become an android. Because they gave all the examples of doing that, and my power specifically states I integrate things into myself.
Yeah, just because you
It's not what they do. It's not what they do. They're just in the product of the end example.
Yeah, but none of what you're saying is logical. It's just based off of what you feel like should happen. I gave you logical examples. The logical examples that they have given has been things that are designed for themselves specifically. You are not saying that some scientist or even yourself are designing a super body for yourself or anything that you can integrate properly. So that's every example given. Every single one is something that has been designed for them.
Well, the T-800 was just built. He wasn't designed
Obviously, he was designed to be what he was. What are you talking about? Like, his physicality is designed. He didn't just go around as like a biomass blob and start absorbing CPUs and that is super strong. It's all designed. That's the problem. That's the limitations. Like, that's the thing. Like, it just shows, like every example given, every single one, not one of them just went around just absorbing things. It would have to be something like Cell. Cell took forever.
But like I said, I'm pretty sure they're an example of what you end up as, not the same method in which you have to go through that they went through in order to get there. It's that you have to absorb it, and then they show androids, like, at the end of absorbing, you will become them. Because that's what it says, is that you'd absorb it. Like, you're just straight up absorbing shit. It doesn't say you have a limit to it, other than maybe it'll change your state of mind if you absorb something crazy. Like, they don't say that it has a limit to how much you can absorb. It doesn't say it has a limit to... So, obviously, it's like you're able to become whatever they show. And, like, they show androids. So why would I not be able to just absorb things? Because that's my power. My power is absorbing things.
Yeah, and
I can absorb anything I want to into myself.
Yeah, but it doesn't say... It literally even says that it allows them to be strengthened and utilized on various levels. Yeah. So that means that you're not going to be able to just get something and utilize it at the highest level. It just says various levels.
Various levels, but it says I can strengthen it. So obviously it's going to be 100% or 200%. So I'm going to be able to use it at various levels, meaning I can turn down to 20.
Another
issue
is none of the technology you're using is literally built for biological integration. Well, again, every piece of technology that they've shown is built for biological integration or some form of integration that is used to use physically. So if you were to use a CPU, there's no guarantee that it would somehow integrate with your biology because none of that actually happens in here. What instead happens is it's replaced or infused with something specific, as in if it's for your brain, then there would be something that empowers your brain.
And even if I absorb with a car, for instance, how do we know that car wouldn't be bulletproof? Because I can strengthen it.
Because it doesn't even say that you have the biomass available to use it. You probably have the biomass available to maybe control the engine, something like that.
But it doesn't say it's linked intrinsically with my biomass. It just says
every example given. Again, every example given is it's attached to that.
And not to mention, like I said, even in the arena example given, if I got close enough to you, I could just control your machine gun. So since I could just
you would have to get close to it. But but again, like I could. Just,
and it also depends on how fast you can move that machine gun left or right to use it, control them. The biotech feels the powers and allows them to strengthen.
It never says absorb. It's link. It means that they're linking to it. It means you'd have to use schematics. It means you couldn't even utilize this properly.
Except, does it say I have a range?
What do you mean?
Do I have a range in which I can link the technology?
Connect to their powers, make their technological in nature, connect to their powers, and use to control them. The biotech fuels powers. Yeah, the bio, as in your biology, which means you have to touch it.
So I would have to touch it.
Yes, it says biotech.
So I got a question for you. If I were to absorb with a very long, like let's say, okay, I'm at Walmart. I get spears.
No, that's not
and
connected
then
to your biology.
But I'm connected to it, and it's connected to me.
That's not what it
says. Is that not a connection? Nope. Okay. What if I were to spit in something?
No, that's biotech, dude. It's basically yourself. It's your biology. It's yourself.
Okay. What if I cut off my own arm?
And then it's not attached to you anymore.
But it's biotech. It has my biology. That's what you said.
Yeah, but that's not how it works. On top of that, it wouldn't go very far, even if you threw it. You just get lit up by a chain gun. Because I know exactly where you are when you're screaming and cutting off your arm.
All I have to do is cut off a finger, attach it to a bow and arrow, shoot it at you.
Again, you lose. This is just
that's bullshit.
It says power link. It doesn't say absorption. So like when you look at it and then you look at fucking absorption, absorption's never a word in here. It just says it links it. and the link is attached to your biotech, which means that every character here.
I feel like it should at least be a tie.
No,
I think it's a fair offer to have a tie.
I won. Fuck no. Fuck you.
Okay, how about this? You win, but you get half a point.
What the fuck would that be the case? No, you're not gaslighting me again. You're not doing any of that shit again.
I think it should be half a point, and I'll tell you the reason why. I gave like 5 examples.
And all of them were stupid.
No, all of them made perfect sense.
No.
And a lot of it was logical, and you gotta admit that it's flimsy to say you can aim a machine gun at me and
No, it's not.
And I have a sniper on a football field, and if I get close to you, and I might, in that instance, if it's a random spawn, I could just control your machine gun.
We never said it was a random spawn. We never said it was a random spawn.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying it's open-ended. That's why I'm saying it's so open-ended. I feel like you deserve half a point. I will go from a tie to half a point.
No,
best I can do.
Your chances of winning are like 0.00001%.
Best I can do. I'll give you a half win because you've been arguing for so long and I feel bad for you. And
No. Your arguments are funny, but that's it. They're funny because they're stupid. But no.
I feel like a half point is
no,
fair.
I have a chain gun versus your
I'm giving it to you, little buddy. You shouldn't be so greedy. You shouldn't be so greedy.
1 to 2. Let's continue.
I feel like a half a point is fair.
No, it's 1 to 2.
Put in the comments, I think I won.
No, it's 1 to 2.
Why don't we leave this up? Why don't we leave this last point up to the
No, it's 1 to 2.
This is highly contested.
It's not highly contested. You're trying to steal it because your stupid power link ability. Go ahead.
All right, fine. I'll give it to you because I feel bad.
2 to 1.
All right, let's see what I get.
Better not be the same fucking thing again.
Fear Gorda physiology. The power to take on abilities of a Fear Gorda, a type of undead. Okay, at least this is like...
This is pretty simple.
This is a simple one. This isn't something that's so open-ended. Wait, well, how can you attach dimension travel?
Go ahead.
Okay, users of the ability have the ability to take on the traits of a Fear Gorda or R1. According to Irish folklore, a Fear Gorda is a phantom of starvation envisioned as an emaciated human, in parentheses, usually male, who would travel the world during famine, while the creature could be warded off by giving it alms? The fuck's an alm?
Like a currency, like a fucking
like
coin.
the gold coin. Yeah, okay. The legendary quote unquote hungry grass, as they call it, of Ireland was said to be the creature's doing, and despite its ghostly appearance, it often had linked to the Fae.
So the fairies.
Yeah. Okay. Hungry grass was a cursed patch of grass that was believed to be created by Fear Gorda, and any stumble across the patch of grass would be stricken with a rapid supernatural hunger that often caused a death of supernatural state of everyday hunger. Limitations.
So you make me really hungry.
So what can I do?
You make me hungry. Go back down.
It says
okay, I'm already going to defeat you because I just got to get alms. If I can somehow get alms quick enough, if I get something that can get you alms, I beat
if you get alms or something like that. So I'm like superpowered death, so I can't die.
Yeah. So, but no, you are an aspect of hungry, and
but I can't.
You're a
zombie.
zombie.
I'm supernatural.
You're a zombie.
But I'm supernatural.
There's a lot of supernatural things that can die. Werewolves
but
can
I
die.
I have like super strength and stuff, right?
Wait, it doesn't say that. You can manipulate plants. That's what you can do. Your death empowerment, demonic plant manipulation.
So it has famine magic.
Although that's variations. It's the top. Okay.
Associations, Celtic deity physiology.
Yeah. Those are just associations. None of that matters. The application matters. Dimensional travels. That means that you can probably travel through dimensions.
And then I can induce famine, so I can kill you through hunger. And then I can give you luck if I'm feeling generous for some reason. And then I can manipulate plants and grass. So if we're on a football field, I can really grow the grass and kill you. But first, we'll see your power. Yeah. Do you want to go ahead and you can press enter?
Okay, here we go. Guys. Sacred ice manipulation.
Yeah, that's garbage. I mean, I can take one
Divine
look at
ice. Hold up.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. It's a variation of holy water manipulation. This is holy water works against undead things. It's holy water.
That's true. It's holy water. Where the fuck are you going to get holy water? You manipulate it. You don't create it. It doesn't say you can create it.
All I have to do is run down to a church. The church is around here.
You don't know any churches? And how are you going to get to a church?
Yeah, Google
it. You got 10 minutes.
Google it, dude.
You have to Google it, and then you have to run down
steal a vehicle.
There's none that are close.
I know. Steal a vehicle.
There's one downtown.
I have to look like if there's one close in the vicinity.
Yeah, you'd have to find, and that's if they have holy water.
The user can create, shape, and manipulate holy ice that's highly effective against the supernatural, such as demons or angels. Wow, the effectiveness in question can range from trapping and or immobilizing to outright banishing or killing supernatural.
This is like, again, a case of like the unstoppable sword versus the immovable object or whatever.
Furthermore, divine ice may have other properties and abilities such as healing, resurrection. So you're gonna kill me, I can come back. Resurrection, summoning angels, and or spirits of the deceased from heaven to the material plane. So I can summon an army of angels, use divine ice, and banish you.
I can travel to another dimension, so you can't even hurt me.
What are you talking about? We have to
I have
fight
dimensional
within
travel.
we have to
Yeah,
fight
but I'm
within
in the
arena.
arena. But I can travel the dimension still.
Yeah, but I
That's
could
part of
summon.
my powers.
I could summon extra dimensional entities such as angels.
You wouldn't have time though. I'd grow the grass and strangle your ass.
But I can resurrect myself. Who says I can resurrect myself?
When there's nothing left.
What are you talking
You'd be starved and you'd be strangled by grass immediately.
And
on a football field.
I would immediately just blast the entire arena with ice. Even if we just both got each other, right? I would be able to resurrect
I would be in
myself.
another dimension.
I can, again, summon angels.
But you need time to summon the angels.
And you need time to go to a dimension.
No, I don't need time to go to the dimension. I just... And then I
I
put it in the dimension.
And then you're dead.
All right, well, we can call this one a tie.
I banish you.
This one's a tie.
I banish you.
It really is. It is the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. I feel like this one's a tie. This one is actually a tie. I'm going to say this outright because I have the ability to kill you instantly, but you have the ability to kill me instantly.
And I can resurrect, though. That's the difference between me
But
and you.
I can tear you apart and there's nothing left. Like, I can...
But it doesn't say that I can't come back from nothing. It just says I can resurrect myself.
I mean, obviously, if there's nothing left of you, what are you going to come back with?
My soul. Applications. Go back up.
Okay, weak against demonic ice manipulation. Distance, mass, precision depend on the knowledge, skill, and strength of the user. So you cannot just summon max ice. That's dependent on your level of usury. So if you're like someone who's used it for a long time. So that's actually way in my favor. If it's dependent completely on your experience.
Yeah, but then it's the same.
And you have 10 minutes to prepare.
Yeah, and you're gonna have 10 minutes.
Mine's not limited. Mine's not limited by that.
Go back to it.
Mine's not limited.
But how are you gonna do it without any practice?
It doesn't matter. Yours needs practice. Mine doesn't. Because when I get the superpower, it's there.
Mine needs practice only to cover the distance and strength of the ice.
Yeah, so meaning your ice is going to be weak sauce because you just
I can resurrect myself.
You got 10 minutes of experience.
One, I can resurrect myself still. Doesn't say I can't. And the second one is that I can summon angels.
Okay, one, I'll eat your soul and make sure there's nothing left. Two, that's it.
All I have to do is summon an angel before I die, then resurrect myself.
You need time. You're inexperienced.
How would I? I was just like, yo, angel, come down here, bro. There's a spooky
you wouldn't
ghost.
be able to speak because you'd be immediately famished from my power.
Or
you'd be immediately famished.
How?
You wouldn't be able to
How?
speak, and the grass would be eating you.
Okay,
I
here's the
am
thing.
a supernatural
Here's
demon who can travel dimensions.
Here's the
And
thing.
you are...
Here's the thing. I summon Michael and everything before the match even starts. Why couldn't I? There's nothing saying that I can't. It's basically like me using something prior. I could summon things before.
But does he know how to get to the arena? Does he know how to get to the arena?
Dude.
No, he doesn't. You need somebody to call him up and be like, hey, homie, this is my position.
How the hell would he even have to do that?
And that's the
He
thing,
just
right?
teleport the angel.
When we first got these powers, I was thinking it was even. But then when I saw that yours is limited by experience.
I disagree. And the reason why I go back down, and we'll see how powerful the angels are. Click Angel
Where's the
Physiology. Open it. So I can summon one of these guys. Okay? Scroll down. Scroll down. The capabilities. Look at the capabilities. They have a lot of capabilities.
Spiritual angels. It depends on the type of angel. You'd have to look through it and see which type of angel you want.
But you'd have to look at it.
So you have to figure that out too, because I would be traveling dimensions. So I can change. It can go through the spiritual dimension. I can go through.
I can do it prior to the battle.
And I can go through undead dimensions, which the angels can't even fucking touch.
It doesn't say that.
It doesn't say that, but it says dimensional travel. And let's take a look at dimensional travel. Let's see all the things you can do in dimensional travel. And let me tell you something, it's crazy. The power to travel between different dimensions, combination of dimension manipulation and teleportation. So, and also, that means, since it's a combination of dimensional manipulation and teleportation, dimensional travel is, meaning we can look at both of these, I can teleport to you. And anywhere. At any moment. Let's look at dimensional manipulation too. The ability to manipulate dimensions, subpower of spatial manipulation, not to be confused with dimensional manipulation. Capabilities. The user can create, shape, and manipulate dimensions, or at the very least dimensional barriers.
That's a different one. You're only teleporting. You're talking about a variation.
Because dimensional travel is a combination of both these. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking into the power, and then I'm looking into the combination, which this is combined with. It's a further explanation of the power. Dimensional manipulation is an extension of that power.
Yeah.
Applications. And this is
Go
all the
back to the
shit you
angels.
can do.
Go back to the applications of the angels.
Why are we looking at this?
Scroll down. Because they can counter it. They're literally like the spiritual angels have cosmic.
Look at that. They got the cosmic awareness and empathy. They're cosmically aware.
Go down. They're invulnerable. They can be all vulnerable they want. I can go anywhere. They have cosmic awareness, which means they can go there. And they can also they can teleport. They have cosmic awareness of wherever you go and teleport there.
Yeah, but that's only if you summon a spiritual one. And I might not be anywhere near a spiritual plane. I can travel to any dimension. They can also possess you. And so let's look at this.
They can also possess
look at all these things I can do in terms of the applications of dimensional manipulation. Now, this is a ridiculous power. This is literally like a godlike power they have.
But I could summon godlike beings.
Doesn't matter.
How does
Doesn't
that
matter.
not matter?
I can space time. I can go back in time. If I ever make a mistake, it doesn't say they have time.
It says teleportation, so that means they can teleport after you.
They have teleportation, but they don't have dimensional teleportation. They just have normal teleportation.
You just keep talking about yourself. Go back down there because they can counter you. Go back down.
They got teleportation, but they don't have...
Aether magic, manipulation, animancy.
They don't have dimensional manipulation, though. None of them have dimensional manipulation. Try to find dimensional manipulation.
Omnifarious possession, quintessence force. Click that.
So, what's quintessence force?
I don't fucking know, so I'm saying click it.
It's like lightning. They control energy.
They control energy, yeah.
Which is obvious. Everyone does to some degree, but there's just like a lot more.
Yeah. Go back down. That's just like their common powers. These are the things that they can do too.
That's common powers that they may have. And that's the thing too. A lot of this would depend on the angel. So they may have all of these in terms of all the angels, but each one's going to vary. So let's say you summon Michael, but he doesn't have invulnerability or something like that. He also got supernatural beauty. I don't know why that's on there. Like,
he's very pretty.
So, but I have dimensional travel, which is
if they have
insane power.
Go and look for it and just type in Control F dimensional. See if they have it too. All I would have to do is summon one. I could look this up and fucking summon one. Dimensional.
Nope.
Okay, so all you'd have to do is, again, you'd have to have one. So you have the manipulation of dimensional arts. All they would have to have is teleportation into you.
You can't. Because I can go back in time. You can't just teleport someone after it goes back in time. Teleportation is a place, not a place in time.
That's an association, not an actual thing, by the way.
What?
Time travel? That's an association. It's not an actual ability. A time is not a dimension.
No, I was looking at the capabilities. Applications. I can see right here. Meta time travel, reality crossing, reality shifting, dimensional skimming,
but none of it's
fourth
time
wall
travel.
breaching, alternate reality traveling.
Yeah.
And also, what I could do, if I really wanted to, is just travel the reality where I win. And then I win.
But that doesn't make any sense because you have to win against me specifically, not a me of the other time or dimension.
Yeah.
So that doesn't make any sense.
But it still counts. It's still I'm there and I'm win. I just travel to a dimension where you lose.
But that doesn't make any sense. It's not how it works.
I think I win this.
No, you don't.
Because you are limited by several things. All right?
I can literally summon an angel prior to this.
You can summon an angel prior to this, but again, all of this is going to be a slow process, and this could take a long time. And it's like I said, it's based off your experience, and you have 10 minutes to figure out which angel.
Only my ice.
Summon.
Only my ice is based off that. It says only your ice, but I can still summon. So I become a summoner.
But summoning requires a lot of words, a lot of different stuff. You see,
summoning is part of my power. Doesn't
even
work like
in
that.
Final Fantasy, it takes 20 minutes for a summon to go off. Or you try to summon Ifrit, which would be like, imagine you're summoning Ifrit in Final Fantasy, right? Like Final Fantasy 10 or something like that.
It takes like
but
20
instead it's Michael. Instead it's like Michael. And you're coming down, and I'm already back in time slicing your head off and eating your soul.
How are you doing that when I'm doing this prior to the battle? So we're supposed to fight in 10 minutes. I'm summoning prior to the battle. So we can't hurt each other. Because
by the time you get to the arena and you summon him, you have to also then bring him to the arena.
He's got teleport, all of them do.
They have teleport, but they have to know where you are.
They have cosmic awareness.
And the instant you're in there,
it's cosmic awareness, and I can resurrect myself.
But that's going to go out the window because I can eat your soul.
How are you going to do that with an angel there?
Because the moment, the quantum second.
How are you
the quantum second.
How are you going to do that when you
Because I'll know where you'll be.
How are you going to do that when you have to practice your abilities, whereas these are beings that have lasted like an eternity?
What are you talking about?
That they have way more experiences than you in using everything.
It doesn't matter because I'll know where you spawn. I can spawn kills basically. So
doesn't
like
matter,
I said,
I resurrect them.
It doesn't matter if you got resurrection. I'll eat your soul, dude. You can't resurrect with no soul. I will have that. absolute time travel, meta-temporal relocation travel, meta-time jumping travel. Capabilities. User can travel or send others to the future or past, but to a past, and so it's a better time travel. Yeah. Alter reality applications. Alternate reality creation. I can create an alternate reality.
Go back to your
So wait a second. No. Wait a second. Okay, this is important. This is important. I can create an alternate reality to where the angels aren't invulnerable. And I could slaughter your angels, your precious angels in front of you. They're not invulnerable in my dimension. So when they do follow me,
go back to your ability. You're talking about an ability, like you're talking about abilities that is not associated with this thing. It's literally a ghoul that goes around and grows grass and makes people hungry. That's what it is. You're a stupid spook that scares kids, and you grow grass. They're like, kids, you better be good, or that little ghoul's gonna come for you. He's gonna grow your grass and eat you.
Doesn't matter. It already talked about what my powers are, and it said what my powers are.
It tells you what you are.
It tells me exactly what I am, and I'm falling within the boundaries it has set.
Scroll down. We'll look at examples. Vulnerable to anti-fey magic and items. Yeah. So you're vulnerable to anything that I can do.
Yeah,
Go back down. Go back down. Can be appeased by giving alms or offerings. So that means also, I could literally just have an angel give you alms, and then I win.
There wouldn't be enough time. Because here's what happens, dude. Here's what happens, all right?
I have 10 minutes
Let me break this down.
Talking about.
You have 10 minutes to get all this stuff ready, but it won't matter. Because it'll be over the moment you enter. It'll be over. I'll tell you how. I can travel through any dimension, anytime, and I can create that reality. I will create a reality where I cannot be appeased and where angels will die. And I will bring you to that dimension and bring you into a world of hurt, and I will make your fate worse than death, okay? You won't want to reincarnate in what I make.
Are literally a stupid ghost that grows grass.
I win this one, dude. That power is bullshit, and you know it. That is godlike power.
Yeah, this being doesn't have godlike power. This being,
but it's in its
a form of it. It's like we already know this being doesn't have it. It doesn't show that he's God or anything like it.
I believe it.
It literally tells you what it does. These are traits from these things. And they're saying you have dimensional travel because you're going from the afterlife into the physical realm. Like, that's the application that's being used.
All right, we'll call it a tie. But like I said, like at the beginning, I'll go back. I think I would win.
You're taking what you are. I'm literally a counter to you. You're taking what he is, and it literally explains it to you. It's like, this is a stupid ghoul that grows grass, comes from the afterlife into the physical realm, can be appeased by coins, okay? And he makes people hungry, right? They get a snack attack, like when you smoke too much weed. That's your character. It's not some omnipotent god.
Doesn't matter, man. It says what it says.
Yeah,
Do you agree with Ty? Because I think I would win. I think you're at a disadvantage because you need not only the time to prepare, but it shows that you're limited in how you can use your ice and your abilities. But let's be real here. Even if you have the power to summon, it's going to take you a second to summon and figure that shit out.
But even if that's the case, you're not as powerful as you're thinking. You only go from the undead realm to the normal realm, and then you can only afflict me with being hungry. It doesn't instantly kill me.
It doesn't say that. It doesn't say I can only do that. It says I have dimensional travel.
Yeah, but
therefore,
it doesn't say that you are literally creating like alternate realities. This thing
says that
it literally says what it is.
Dimensional travel.
It literally says what it is. Fear Gorda, and you can literally like this is an actual entity that you're turning into. It's not something open ended. You are literally turning into folklore, and none of the folklore is telling you that.
In the folklore I read, this was God.
No,
this was the depiction of God.
No, it isn't. It's literally some like look at that thing. It's stupid looking. It can only grow grass and make you hungry. And it doesn't tell you that like when you make them hungry too. It doesn't say that you instantly die. It's just that you go into ravenous hunger mode. So it'd probably take me a while.
And look at you, even with the angels and stuff, it doesn't say that like Michael's invulnerable. It says angels can be invulnerable, but it doesn't say for sure they're absolutely invulnerable. And you like your main thing is your sacred ice manipulation. It says you can so the ability to manipulate or divine ice, variation of holy water manipulation, combination of divine force manipulation, blah 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 blah. Blah. Where's the capability? You can create shape and manipulate holy ice that's highly effective against the supernatural, such as demons or angels. The effectiveness in question can range from trapping or mobilizing to outright banishing supernatural threats. Furthermore, divine ice can have properties and abilities such as healing, resurrection, summoning angels. It can have the properties. So the divine ice. So you need to. So in order to summon it, you need to actually be proficient at the divine ice. So you're saying
it doesn't say that.
Wait a second.
Doesn't say that.
This just poked a big hole in your whole thing.
It doesn't say that though.
What are you talking about? What? I just read it out for you.
You read it out for me, but it does not say that you need extreme proficiency to summon an angel.
But so you said before So here's the thing, right? That's through your divine aspect skill of Divine Ice. It says Divine Ice can do this. And it says that your limitations of said ability is based upon your knowledge, skill, strength of the user, distance, mass, precision, etc. So it's experience-based power. So you would have to still figure out. So it's telling you you have the capability to summon an angel through your Divine Ice, which is based upon experience. Meaning you probably wouldn't even be able to summon Michael. Michael's literally the top tier angel. You're saying that as an inexperienced user, and it says you're limited.
A low angel will be able to destroy you. You grow grass and you
how do you know a low angel? In like Supernatural, the TV show, there's a big disparity between Michael and low angel gets killed by humans. They're weak.
Oh no, that's later on. Okay, that doesn't actually happen in Supernatural until later on.
But that's how powerful an angel you can summon. Yours is very thin. But it's very thin.
Yours is even thinner, dude. You grow grass and make people
travel.
It's only
dimensional travel.
It's only used to turn from the undead to the physical, and that's the example being given. That's why you have that ability. It's not you have ultimate command of all dimensions. It's not you can go into time. Like none of these abilities are associated with what you're turning into. Okay. It literally gives you what it does. It tells you what it does.
Yeah.
So that's why it's an application. So what does it do? It basically goes from and it even gives the example of the Fae folk, which can do the same thing. Fairies, can they manipulate fucking dimensions? No. They appear. So they travel from one dimension to another, and you grow grass and make people hungry.
And that's the thing. Even if it was just something really simple, you still have to figure out in that 10 minutes, which you most likely would not be able to summon Michael. You maybe not even a basic angel. Let's be real here. Let's be real. It's through your thing, and it's literally saying you have to have experience and all that. So you're some weak level 1 mage versus at least a level 15 undead who can go in and outside the astral and normal dimensions. Actually, it'd be more. It'd be like a boss. Because you'd probably have to go into the astral to fight him. So I could go into the astral to fight you. You wouldn't be able to know where I was. But what the fuck is going on? And then I would destroy you, and I would annihilate. This is not even close.
Okay,
I'm changing mine from tie to I win.
No, I don't agree with that, and there's multiple reasons. One, you keep going with the knowledge. It's not just knowledge; it's skill and strength.
Yes,
right? Knowledge is only grown through experience and training and things like that. But skill and strength can be associated with willpower. It can be associated with spiritual power. All those things, and that doesn't again. I think that I could rank at least pretty high. In association with comparatively to other people, and with the skill and the strength.
But they're not talking about physical strength or mental strength.
Yeah,
they're talking about magical capability.
They're not saying.
I don't think your magical capability is very high.
It's spiritual. It's spiritual.
It doesn't say spiritual. It says skill and strength. Mm-hmm. And so they're talking about people with magical capability. Magical capability. People with Divine Eyes. You don't have any skill. You don't have any skill. First of all, you don't have any skill. Zero. Skill is associated with knowledge. Let's take this here. Skill is associated with knowledge. So you're not going to be skilled. There's two of these. You're not going to have the knowledge or skill because in order to have the skill, you got to know what the fuck you're doing. And you know what you're doing.
That's part of my ability. That's part of my ability.
And so you don't have any skill. You don't have any knowledge. And the strength will be determined by your magical capability because this is magic we're talking about.
You grow grass. You're a fairy. You're an undead fairy. That's how lame you are.
And you're like it's like World of Warcraft and you just started in Stormwind and all you got is Fireball. And I'm a fucking undead, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna eat you for dinner.
One fireball kills you. One fireball kills you.
No, it doesn't kill me.
Yes, it does.
You'd be still killing rabbits or wolves and stuff.
Okay, you're just saying things again. I literally am a counter to you. Even if I can make the most basic ass shit, it still kills you. If it hits you, you're dead.
Maybe, but the thing is...
it literally says it's a counter to you.
Yeah, maybe... Okay, let's say this instance, right? You're trying to figure out, I gotta summon an ice ball.
And I resurrect myself.
And then all of a sudden you're looking at me and I fade away. And all you feel is the grass closing in on you. And you can't figure out where I am. How are you getting an ice ball when I'm traveling through dimensions? I'm gonna fade out.
Okay, this is why. Because when we're in an arena, you're supposed to be in the arena against me.
Didn't say that. We didn't say that. We didn't agree that you have to stay. I'm technically still in the arena. I'm just in a different dimension. So I'm seeing an arena below me like Stranger Things, but you can't see me. What the fuck? And grass is coming all over you.
Yeah. Again, if I can summon any form of angel, you're fucked. Any form. Because these angels can literally teleport and go to different dimensions. They are also extra dimensional beings.
And let's talk about this here. Again, you're not going to have the knowledge,
I could kill you with a
skill,
cherub.
or the strength.
Like, a cherub could kill you. You're a lowly undead.
Yeah, but I don't think you'd be able to summon a cherub either. Oh, that's like high magic. That's bullshit. You don't have any knowledge or skill of angels.
That's literally my ability. It's part of my ability.
Your ability is divine eyes, and that is determined by these things in which I have pointed out.
No.
Yes. This is not close. This is actually not close.
Because it also doesn't say, and here's the issue. It doesn't say that you can use your abilities unless you're in the physical realm. The example given is them seeing it. That's how the folklore happens.
What are we talking about?
Okay, so when you're looking at the folklore, let me tell you something. If this is an astral being or something that is in the astral plane and only is in the astral plane, then you wouldn't even be able to have any form of folklore.
Well, no, this is an artist's rendition. The folklore obviously came from the results of these creatures, but not necessarily, because when people leave out offerings, they don't see like a fucking undead ghoul just stumble out of the forest, taking coins. They leave it out there and hope that this astral demon does not terrify them again, or make them starve, or make the grass grow too high, and their children get lost into this giant grass maze.
Nothing shows, though, that if you're in the astral plane, that you can manipulate the physical plane.
Why wouldn't it be? That's what he's doing.
No, he's not.
Because, like I
that's
said,
how you get the artist rendition. How else are you going to get it?
No, you don't.
You have to see it.
This is an artist rendition of what they think it would look like.
You went to the astral plane. He's like, I see you now. You're an undead spooky ghost. That doesn't make any sense.
But like they don't actually see him. They say like that's the lore that it doesn't actually like. Yes, envisioned by yes, you're right here. According to Irish folklore, a Fear Gorda is a phantom of starvation envisioned as an imagined human. This is the vision of the creature. This creature is so fucking elusive, some starving guy had to think of it. And he was like, oh, this is probably what I would look like, or it would look like because I was starving. So, therefore, I could be in the astral plane and you would not be able to hit me. Divine Ice does not pierce that.
Says who? Go to Divine Ice again. Go back to the Divine Ice ability. What does it travel to? Because if it does go to the astral plane, then it's not the same. Go down.
Where's Sacred Ice?
Yeah, go down.
Angelic Ice, Divine Ice, Heavenly Ice.
It's Raven, highly effective demons or angels. It's literally effective against you. And here's another strange thing. It's highly effective against the supernatural, such as angels or demons, which are both paranormal
this isn't an angel
entities.
Or demon.
You're literally supernatural.
I'm supernatural.
Those are examples, dude.
But I'm an etheric supernatural. I'm a specific type of supernatural.
Yes, it doesn't matter. It literally gives examples. It's saying demons or angels. So I'm even effective against angels, even though it's holy water, which doesn't make any sense. But it's against the supernatural. You are supernatural. The such as is only examples. It's not only. That's just it. So here's the thing. Demons and angels work in different dimensions. Like, you don't just see them walking around. Hey, dude, it's an angel or anything. If they're walking around the physical plane.
I mean, you probably see demons in the physical plane.
How is Holy Ice very effective? It at least says highly effective against supernatural entities, unless it only affects the material plane.
Because there are supernatural creatures which are on the physical plane, and it's talking about those. It's effective.
The two examples it gave, angels and demons, can both work within dimensions. So it would not be highly effective against them because they can go in different dimensions. So
it's highly effective against the physical dimension.
It doesn't say that.
It's assumed.
No, it isn't. So how would it be highly effective against one, the supernatural, or two, demons and angels if it only affected the material plane? It wouldn't be. It wouldn't make any sense either. It'd be like, okay, they can just run away from me. Therefore, it's not effective, is it? Oh, it's only effective if they come to the material plane. But that doesn't make any sense either because they still wouldn't be highly effective. Because then they could just dodge it. So even if I can make a really shitty ice spell, it can fucking banish, entrap, or kill you.
No.
So it's not
because you can't see me.
I don't have to. I could just put ice around myself and then expand out.
But again, you can't put ice around yourself and expand out. Maybe you could make like a small ice thing. But again, right here, your main weakness, the main thing that hurts your argument is this line of text which limits you. It's literally saying
I'm a fast learner, dude. I learn real fast. It's literally
saying in order to use any of this shit, you have to take time. And not to mention, you also have to...
It doesn't say that. It just says the distance, mass, and precision. So it says
etc. It says distance, mass, etc. Yes. As in the ability.
Yeah,
it's naming off everything.
But it does not say you can't use it or can only use a small amount of it Just that if you become extra powerful, it's all based off of your knowledge, skill, and strength.
No, it says all of it's based off of your knowledge, skill, and strength. It's saying all of it. It's saying distance, mass, precision. It's literally saying every part of it and how you use it. And even if you're not skilled or knowledgeable enough, you won't even be precise with it. So you're going to try to make it ice around yourself, and then you end up killing yourself by accident.
I could resurrect myself.
If you know that ability, if you're skilled enough.
Literally all I have to do is summon something within 10 minutes. And it's one of my abilities.
If you can. But no, that ability is only through your divine ice. And that's if you have the knowledge and skill.
It doesn't matter. Like I don't even have to summon anything big. You're a shitty ghoul. You're like a really
I'm not a shitty ghoul.
You're a low level ghoul. Yes, it gives you the exact definition of what you are. You literally, the only reason that they made this was because of a patch of grass.
It even says right here, the creature be warded off by the legendary hungry grass of Ireland. The legendary.
It's grass.
Like fucking
read this. You fucking, I swear to God.
And look at that. It was legendary because of him.
Yeah.
He created that legendary grass.
A little patch of grass.
And he's so legendary.
A boomer could destroy you with a lawnmower.
And literally says right here, he has spirit physiology, so you would not be able to see me.
The application of it. And it doesn't say to what end.
It says he has spirit physiology. He's not even physical. So I could literally kill you, and you'd never be able to see me.
I don't need to see you if I can summon an angel.
But that's only if. But that's the thing. You wouldn't be able to summon an angel because it's all limited upon your skill, knowledge, and strength.
I can summon a really low-level angel.
All the low-level angels will be incredibly high summons.
But that doesn't matter.
You'd be lucky to summon a dead dog from dog heaven. I'd be surprised. We enter the arena and I see a dog. I'm like, holy shit, he did something.
The dead dog would still kill you. You're shit.
The dead dog's nothing.
It's a
I would
spirit
give it
dog.
grass and it'd be my friend.
Why would it be your friend and make it hungry? And you piss it off.
But
so you are a low-level ghoul, literally created from dead grass. Whereas all I have to do is use one of my abilities. And even if it's dependent on all of that, and I give you that, that's fine. I'm not saying I'm summoning like Michael or Lucifer or any of the really high-ranking angels. I'm saying I just summoned something really low-level. You are a low-level ghoul created from grass.
But you are a mage with 0 experience, and all of your abilities depend on that.
Mm-hmm.
And you have nothing. You have 10 minutes. If we had days to prepare, maybe I could say, ooh, maybe you might be able to get an angel after that amount of time.
No.
But 10 minutes to figure out all these abilities and the intricate details that come about them, like resurrection, talking to heaven, figuring all that out.
I don't need a resurrection. You need time to kill me. Based off of what we know from that, like it creates the hungry grass, and they don't just instant die. It creates famine. So that means and you know how long it takes to die by hunger? Like 30 days. Okay, I got time.
It depends.
I got time. I got 30 days.
But I don't have to use it. Like I can manipulate grass. It says I can manipulate grass so I could kill you with the grass.
How?
I make it grow and then I strangle you.
That's a stretch and you know it.
It's not a stretch.
You are just growing grass.
And it says here that he has famine inducement. So I can literally make you starving.
Yeah, for 30 days.
It wouldn't be 30 days. It's pretty obvious. When the Irish were talking about this supernatural entity, they're like, oh yeah, they make you 30 days and you kill you. They're not saying that.
It literally tells you.
We can literally go to the wiki of the Fear Gordon and we can literally look at its abilities.
Okay, hold up. Look at it. Okay. So if anybody stumble across a patch of grass would be stricken with a rapid supernatural hunger that is often caused by death or perpetual state.
See?
Yes, but it doesn't say how rapid. Even if it's
pretty obvious within
even
minutes.
if it's 30 times. So I get
one
day.
Yeah. It's like 1,000.
Yeah, let's look at the Fear Gorda because there's actually stuff in here about it.
Oh, here's a wiki.
Yeah, there's stuff about this.
Okay. So there's nothing. That's what's weird. There's how do they even know about this?
I don't know. Go back up. Yeah. So, how quick are we talking? How quick how quick would you even be able to...
Within, minutes, I would assume.
I mean, that's a bit silly if you could just insta-kill me with fucking hunger, right?
I am literally the aspect of starvation. Why would it not...
So, what if I eat a lot? You're not an aspect
of starvation. What if you eat all the grass?
No, what if I eat prior to, the 10 minutes? I'm researching...
You get a snack in as you're trying to research angels?
Yeah, so you tell me...
And you're trying to, summon ice balls?
You talk about minutes? I'm, trying to commune with the angels? I'm like, hey, bro, come here.
It should be. This grass is apparently legendary.
These are Irish we're talking about, okay? They make grass legendary. I don't know what to say about that.
And not to mention, you wouldn't be able to kill me. So it's like, yeah.
But like I could kill you if I can make ice. I can kill you.
And right here it shows grass manipulation. What it is. So
it's a form of grass manipulation. You could like these are the highest forms of it, and it's not. It tells you what it does.
Yeah, but it says right here I can manipulate grass. Plant manipulation is one of those things.
These are applications, and these are the things that it can do, but not that it's the higher spectrum of it.
Why wouldn't it be able to do that? If
because
I can create legendary starving grass, why can I not make it grow and strangle you? Why can I not do that?
Because he doesn't do it. Name one example he's ever done that. He just makes grass and makes you hungry.
Why wouldn't I be able to, if the shit just got real, I just like astral, I could just go through the astral and just strangle you. Astral to physical, I forgot what that's called.
It doesn't say that you can do that.
But why wouldn't I?
Because you can't do that. Because if he's known to be strangle people, I'd be like, okay. And also, my divine ice can reach into the astral. Because otherwise it wouldn't be effective against supernatural.
It says demons or angels.
No, it says such as. Those are examples. That's an IE.
Yeah, but I'm assuming that's...
Demons and angels, that doesn't make any sense.
And even if let's just give you the benefit of the doubt, say if I can could.
Obviously it can.
How are you going to know where I am? You're not going to. I'm going to be growing grass all circles around you.
I'm like, oh, geez, man, I'm super hungry.
Yeah. You'd be dead pretty quick. You'd think it'd be pretty quick. You'd think if I am the aspect of famine, it's like if you run against. You think it'd be like a low tier version of like the Four Horsemen famine, where he makes people starve.
That's high tier, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying this is a low tier version of that, so it'd be within minutes or something. He would be like instant, but this would be like minutes, and he'd make.
Look at the supernatural Four Horsemen, and it took them a while to die because they were eating themselves to death.
Yeah, like he had the ability.
It did take him a while.
Yeah, but he could kill people like fast if he wanted to. He just chose to like do it in sick ways. But he also had like different powers, so he just chose to use it like that way. But even like him just being around, like food would spoil. So like even me being around you and stuff like that, I'm assuming since I'm the aspect of famine, you'd be like literally getting like older and stuff, and you'd be like all sorts of weird shit happening. You wouldn't exactly be able to practice your magic while I'm around, you know? You would be like you're starving to death, and you got this nasty smell, and like, dude, everything's like fucking like even like the food in your stomach would probably spoil. Because I'm literally an aspect of famine.
I don't know, dude. You're a grass demon. You're like a Pokemon.
I think I win.
You're a stupid Pokemon.
You can't do anything to me. You can't do anything to me.
You're like a Metapod. That can make grass.
It's 3-1.
Go to... I mean, like...
It's 3-1.
I'm literally a counter to you.
You're not a counter.
Yes, I am.
I would agree with you if you didn't have that like thing towards saying all of this is based upon your experience. I would agree with you if there wasn't that. If it wasn't... If this limitation wasn't here, I'd be like, okay. It even says you're weak against demonic. You're weak against demonic.
You're not demonic. You're a fae.
A fae, but I am the aspect of famine, so I imagine to the average person...
You're a stupid fairy. Yeah, see? It's appearing as often linked to the
undead fairy physiology. Yeah. So it's similar to that.
No, you're fairy. Demons are different than fairies.
Yeah. Okay. But I think there's like literally no way you can win. But also, we should do first to 5 and not to 10. I think we should change that right now. Okay, but I win. Correct?
What even is this? 3-1?
3-1. All right. We agree?
I don't care.
You don't care. I think that one was pretty fair.
I don't know, man. Like I'm literally a counter to you. The only thing you got on me...
You're not a counter to me.
100% I am. What are you talking about? It literally says I'm a counter to you. When it says your abilities destroy the supernatural, is super good.
And if you could see me, you could do something with it.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Like the ice, if you even get close to it, I'm assuming because it says it's highly effective, you're dead.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You would have to be able to use it and use enough of it, but you don't have any prep time. This is a prep time class. That's why I said if this didn't agree, you could just coat the entire... If I didn't have that and it just said you just use much divine ice as much as you want, I would agree with you. You just coat the arena and I'd be dead. But if you need all this time to even use the basics of it...
But it doesn't say that. It just says that it just says it's based upon the knowledge, skill, and strength of the user.
Yeah.
But who knows that if I'm not able to just spray everything with just the strength, right? The distance, mass, precision. I don't even need the precision, nor mass, nor this. I just need distance.
You're thinking someone with 10 minutes for this ability can fill an entire football arena with like...
Nah, I just spray in the vicinity and hope I get you.
What if I just dodge it? Because you're going to be spraying. Because if you're going to be spraying, duck.
And here's the question: would my ice destroy your grass? Because your grass is supernatural.
Probably not. Maybe, but I could just make more.
But I could just spray more.
But it's again your mass, distance, precision, and that's the thing. Even if you're able to spray ice out everywhere, it'd be like a limp. It'd go out just a little bit because you wouldn't be able to go very far. If you had,
dude.
Again, this is the thing.
Whatever.
I'll
give it to you. I'll give it to you. Whatever.
Right.
Whatever. I don't give a shit. Let's just go. All right, guys. We're going to the next one.
I have Tsunara. Oh, God.
The power to use the abilities of Tsunara. Okay, so this is pretty specific. Okay. Variation of yokai, so you're a demon.
So we understand this character. I actually like how this user either is or can transform into Tsunara, a beautiful humanoid female yokai that are created with the loneliness of single men during wintertime. When a man gazes longingly at a strong, beautiful icicle hanging from a roof and reflects upon his loneliness, a Surara Anna may appear shortly afterwards. Their appearance and behavior are similar to Yuki Anna. When snow and icicles melt, the Surara Anna will disappear as well, leaving the man lonely once again.
Oh, fuck, dude.
So I'm immune to cold. I have ice manipulation. I can make you lonely. And
it seems like it's like
do limited shape.
The ice manipulation seems to be pretty limited. Vulnerable to fire-based power. Only it appears during winter, so you're only effective during.
But
winter.
I can transfer. I can transform and use ice. I'm assuming. So I basically have ice powers.
A little bit, but it doesn't say.
And I'm also immune.
Because basically, you just show up, and then it's like, oh fuck, I'm looking at I'm looking.
And I'm also cyrokinetically enhanced condition. I don't know what that means.
It doesn't.
Okay, so I can enhance physical and mental attributes. You have a hatred bow construction. The ability
it's emotional energy of hate.
And again, you don't have very much hate. I mean, I guess you got.
I got quite a bit of hate.
And arrows.
I can be pretty hateful.
Anyone struck with hate will instantly be filled with hatred, dislike for the targets of the user's choice.
Yeah.
What does that even? You can't even do anything. Most users need both of their hands to use the bow effectively. You can't even one-hand it. Maybe unable to create hate of their own, being limited to manipulating.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
How long the bow lasts depends on the user's skill and power. Some may need near constant attention, while others are.
Yeah, so that also probably wouldn't be too big of a deal.
So there's another one that's like prep time.
No, it's not. Like this is. It says may need constant attention. I don't need constant attention. You don't even.
You got hate just going through.
I have hate thrown through my veins.
How do you fight me? I'm like.
I literally. So how do I fight you? You are literally some fucking retarded ass spirit that shows up as a woman. Okay, you're a woman now.
Yeah.
And you make me lonely. That's it. And I shoot you with a bow. And I take that, woman.
Yeah, but what does that do?
Make me. I kill you.
How does that kill me? It doesn't say you kill me. You says you can make hate and make me hate someone, but that's it. You can't kill people with this power.
Oh yeah. Anyone struck with it? It doesn't seem like you can kill me though either.
I have ice powers.
No.
And it says right here.
It tells you what it does.
It tells me I'm a chirokinetically enhanced condition.
This is a specific character and it tells you what the character is.
Yes.
So you don't just become super smart or any of this shit. It doesn't say any of that. It's very specific. And you can even look this up on other things. You are literally just some spirit that shows up, makes people lonely, and then leaves. And you only show up during the winter.
And even if that's the case, it says I can manipulate the weather and cause cold. I have weather manipulation.
Where?
So, right here, weather manipulation.
Yeah, these are applications that are only used in specific instances, and it's never shown that you have much power over this specific thing, and you only show up in winter. For example, you aren't making the winter. You are showing up in the winter. Even if you make it a little bit worse or a little bit
why
better,
wouldn't I be able to control
because it doesn't say you can. It only says that these are applications used by a specific entity. So we are basing this off of a specific entity's powers, not off of having it indefinitely or anything of that.
It says that it's created from the loneliness of single men during winter time, not that.
Yeah. So this is all based on loneliness too. So if I just have like a strong sense of no loneliness and contentment, I beat you. Or if I'm just filled with hate.
How would you win? You can't do anything.
I can't do anything, but you can't do anything to me either.
I am like.
I feel like this is it. Let's just redo it. Like this is a little bit silly.
You think it's just stupid? You think it's a redo?
Yeah, you can look up this character. It doesn't seem like you even harm people. Like literally, it just says that once, like they show up, and then you leave the man lonely once again. It doesn't even say she does anything bad. Look at all these
applications.
She has applications of being a spirit and showing up in cold weather, and it's just like maybe you make the weather a little bit, but it's you only show up too when you look at a beautiful icicle.
No, that's when a man looks at a beautiful, beautiful icicle, then she will show up. It just
That's what I
says that
said,
right
yeah.
there, yeah.
So you only show up then.
But I can transform into her and change that condition in which she shows up.
Says who? It doesn't say that.
It says that's my ability. It says right here at the top, the power to use abilities of Sonara Ona, the variation of your confidence.
Yeah, and
I've
here's
used
her powers
the
down
power
here.
to use her abilities.
And that's the power. It has a precedent. So you can only use her powers. And you don't even kill. You don't kill anybody. You don't strangle anybody. You don't freeze anybody. If I get a coat, and even if you can like make some ice, you're not throwing icicles. You're not doing anything. You're literally just you can make it colder. And I have a bow of hate.
Yeah, you have a bow of hate, but I'm immune to cold. So what if I get to make it real cold?
What if I just beat the shit out of you because you're a woman?
Well, I don't have to transform into one. I could just stay normal. You have your bow of hate and it does nothing.
But then you don't.
Then I catch your arrow.
You don't get her power then.
Fuck it, we'll read you. This one's stupid. I don't even want to like talk about this one. This one's just stupid. Yours is stupid.
All right, dude. What do you get?
Genie manipulation. The power to manipulate genies, variation of mythic manipulation. This is interesting. So, capabilities. You can create, manipulate, and destroy Jinn. That's pretty strong. Like, control them, do their bidding, like, help them during situations, use them against foes, use them to see locations and get information about a particular place.
Seems a little bit overpowered.
Use them for battle. This is very strong. Use them for spying on others. User can also understand
I get the
or communicate
god
with
power.
them. Yeah, you're gonna need a really good one. This is
you got your
ability.
stupid genie stuff, right?
This one, mine's pretty much an instant one if you don't get something good. Mixed shapeshifting, that's garbage. That's stupid.
The power to shapeshift into a form with different parts.
Oh god, that's retarded.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Basically, you can make an eagle leg, and then you can make like a fucking squid fingers.
And you're fucking.
I can literally create supernatural entities, manipulate them, and they're literally like mini demigods.
All right.
Well,
fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah,
there's not much to say. Like my ability was really stupid.
Yeah. All right. Ready?
Go ahead. Let's just this is dumb. Go ahead.
Propulsive rebounding, the power to propel oneself and rebound off of surfaces. Propulsive manipulability.
So you can bounce around like a fucking cartoon character.
Yes.
So you can propel it yourself and bounce off of things.
That's pretty cool, I guess.
So yeah, your association is like bounciness manipulation. So it's just like it's all
like a shade dash.
And you can also absorb impact. So when
I can go really high and then really low,
and you can bounce around. Yeah. So you got like even Sparkster has a limit, right? Like it's not infinite. It doesn't say infinite. It just you can bounce it off. And we'll go within reason. Yeah. A little silly to be like I'm gonna go up into the universe's edge and bounce off and then come back down. You know what I mean?
I mean, we'll see what power you get, and then we'll go about mine. See what kind of logic. Esoteric plant generation. Look at that fucking tree, dude.
That's Courage the Cowardly Dog. I already know it is. I remember that.
That's a distarbing.
Yeah, just go.
That's a disturbing tree.
Okay, hold up. The power to generate esoteric plants. Subpower of esoteric. Okay, let's see what you can do. Or what I can do. The user can generate or create esoteric plants. Plants filled with magic effects, allowing for a wide variety of magical plant-based effects.
Okay, like what?
Cannot manipulate esoteric plants.
So you can just
I can make them. I can make them and generate them.
And that's it.
Okay.
But how does that anything?
Okay. Oh, the Tree of Might.
Known objects. So you could make the Tree of Might.
All I have to do is be away from you. I can make the Tree of Might. Or I can make the Tree of Might before we even start. Because I'm not actually using it against you. So I can make the Tree of Might before we start. And I can literally fucking turn into a DBZ character.
God, I hate how they like give you ideas. That's bullshit.
Awesome. I'm glad it's the only one too.
Yeah, I'll admit this is one that's kind of like if you can make the Tree of Might from DBZ. If they didn't have that, I could win this because you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't think of that.
I wouldn't have thought of that. No.
You wouldn't have thought of that.
I was like, what's the?
It's like you're getting assistance from the site, dude. That's bullshit.
No, it doesn't matter. I destroy you. There's no way, dude. So it's 4-2. There's just no way.
Man,
you're bouncy.
It's creeping me out looking at that tree, dude.
All right, let's move on.
How is this in a children's cartoon? What's wrong with Cartoon Network?
This is Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Look at that. Look at this fucking tree. Look how creepy that is.
Return the slabs.
What?
That's a big meme one from that. Do you remember? Like, there's the mummy. He's like, return the slabs.
Oh, yeah.
And then Eustace is like,
make me look bad.
No. I forgot what he does. He's like, what are you offering? Like, he's trying to like sell it to him to give it back to him. You know what I mean? That's what I remember, at least. It's been forever. But go ahead and go back.
All right, that's 4-2.
I'm a DBZ character. You're a furry.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm going to win.
It's 4-2. You actually got one. Generation. Sub-power, variation of fruit and vegetable generation and starch generation.
Sweet, dude. You can make
Wait,
potatoes.
right, that's its smashed potatoes. It's an energy ball as a smashed potato attack. So I have DBZ powers.
No.
It shows. This is what it's showing. It's literally
because
saying
it's taking potatoes and it's covering it with its key.
But is that my attack?
No. That's what one of them using their key can do.
But that's the example it's giving. The user can generate potatoes, yams.
Yeah, you're just creating it. Go down. Here's some other examples. Go down. Go down.
No one uses Imaginary Man, Jagamon, Digimon. So that the example I gave, Leprechaun, Looney Tunes cartoons.
It's using 2 powers. One
and right
here,
it's even showing him like shoot it. He's like shooting energy balls, and then that's creating.
No, he's not. He's usually using
a gun.
He's using a potato gun. Yeah. That's how it's given it to you. He's using the finger potato gun. It's doing nothing.
Yeah, but he's not going max power. He's got like a spirit gun with potatoes.
But it doesn't show you, like, it doesn't say that you.
I have a spirit gun potato. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, and it's mildly annoying.
It'll kill you.
No, it won't.
That's pretty lethal.
No, it won't. All right, let's just go over.
In the hardness of potato, I can probably.
Let's see what I get first, okay? You stupid potato fuck. Okay, you're dead.
Yeah, that's just... Come on now.
The embodiment of light. Variation of light manipulation and elemental manipulation. Okay, you come at me with your potatoes. Scroll down. It gets even worse for you, okay?
Yeah.
Users become the personification of light along with its concepts of purity and immaculate nature. Users are able to use all of light powers, whether holy, divine, supernatural, on a different level. Users can convert this light power into an energy and use it at its full source to extend it. I could destroy the planet and probably the universe. And I become more powerful as it continues. Yeah.
Well, I got a potato gun. So... what you gonna do about that?
Go down. Go down. So yeah, my only limitation is it's opposed by darkness people. The dark people are the only one that could fight me.
What can you really do, though?
It tells you right there. It's all applications, which means holy, divine, supernatural in a different level. Go down.
Yeah, but you're a big old light beam and you get shot with potatoes. All of a sudden, you're dead.
It literally says all of my light-based abilities.
Well, what if I use a poisonous potato?
I can destroy the entire universe.
What if I use a poisonous potato?
It ain't gonna hurt me.
What if I use an anti-light potato?
Yeah, you're dead, dude.
What if I use something that absorbs your light?
Doesn't work like that.
What an anti-potato.
An anti-potato.
An anti-potato.
Now you kill
Whatever.
yourself.
It's 4-3. I feel like the other one I should have won. He's stupid. All right. Let's go again. Okay.
Okay.
That one's OP.
What is this?
That one's just like
okay.
OP.
The user with this ability either is or can transform into a vengeance deity, a god/goddess who represents or is associated
so
with
I got
vengeance,
god powers.
revenge. Go back up. I want to read all this. Retribution, balance, and even karma. Vengeance deities are not fairly common in mythology, but were important and feared among ancient civilizations. And you got a bunch of stupid applications. Well, let's see if I get God. Let's see if I get God. So if I roll high too, I think I can have a chance.
No. There's literally nothing you can roll. Guardian Inheritance.
The inherited abilities and skills of previous Guardians. Subpower of Guardians. Okay, go down. What is this?
So this is from Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Well, let's see what it is. Users enhanced with the original Guardian possess all their experiences, knowledges, abilities, powers, skills. Okay, what the fuck is an ability?
So it's like All Might, where you can pass your power down. So you can pass down your knowledge and your abilities.
Yeah, but it's talking about a specific Guardian. Like, what are the Guardians? Okay, here we go. Go down. Do I choose one?
So you can pass down your power, which is nothing.
And no, the power is to inherit it, not actually give
so
the power.
You can't. You can inherit power, but you don't get any power.
Yeah, I inherit the power and abilities of previous Guardians. So I get to choose a Guardian. Go down. Let me see the examples.
You can't choose a Guardian.
Let's see if God's in there.
You can't choose a Guardian. Where's the Guardians?
Right there.
Where?
Known users, right there. So I can scroll down and look through them.
Link, Zelda, Ryu Hayabusa. Nope. Warcraft, The Legend, The Guardian, Trustful. Nope. Yeah.
I could turn into a maiden.
Sweet power, dude. And that's 5.
Okay, that was a shitty game.
That was like a. Do you want to do a bonus one?
Yeah, we'll do a bonus
I
one.
win, but we'll do a bonus one.
We'll do a bonus one just because that was a terrible end. Like
Yeah,
that's the shitty thing about this is like sometimes you get some really like overpowered shit.
Yeah, it just happens. I see what I get. This is our bonus one, people. Superhuman empowerment. The ability to gain strength from the presence of superhumans. Oh, I'm like Peter Petrelli from Heroes.
Yeah, so this is based off of what I get. So you're gonna
I get whatever you get.
So you basically get. Okay.
So I'm Peter Petrelli from.
Yeah. That's what it looks like. All right.
Okay.
Well, what do I get? Okay.
Basically, this is going to be a stalemate no matter what.
Maybe. Oh, yeah? I have the ability to transform into a Haishaku, a microscopic yokai.
This bonus one was poopy.
Oh, let's read the
That was a poopy fucking...
Let's read the
All right, here we go. Divine Power Link. The ability to have one's divine nature linked to one's powers. What? The user can make their divine nature connect to their powers and use it to control them. The holy aspect fuels the powers and allows them to be strengthened and utilized on various levels. Rain from Mortal Kombat, the demigod son of the elder god Argus, has power over the elements of lightning and water. So I can like link to Zeus and get lightning, and I can link to aspects.
I don't know. Like it's not really given.
Associations, divine arts,
may go out of control if divine nature is stable. May require a specific state of mind. Users, Mabel, like okay, what even do I get? Go to fucking like this is dumb because it doesn't tell you like who you're.
It says right here known users. So imagine I can get gods or anything like that or demigods. It's just basically saying I can. If from the example given, he's literally summoning power from.
Yeah, but it's an association that's given to him. It's because he's the demigod son of the elder god Argus.
Yeah.
So it has to do with his physiology. So that's not really.
All right, go ahead and get another poopy one, dude.
I can
manipulate
the media. I win.
You can summon bad press about me, dude.
Yeah, dude. You have no idea.
After you lose the match, you can like I'm gonna have review bombs. You're gonna get whatever you create is gonna get 1 out of 5 stars on Google reviews. Your Yelp score is gonna, your social credit score is gonna be nothing. You're gonna call Blumph. I'm gonna make you orange.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Now that's amazing, dude. You have media kinesis. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's a media kinesis.
Media kinesis.
Dude, I have the power of the CIA.
Yeah, you have the power of the CIA.
Holy shit.
Dude. What, dude? You can dude. You want to read it?
No, I'm done.
You're done. I'm done too, dude. Dude, microwave generation.
Your hot pockets will hate you too. Yeah. Your hot pockets will hate you.
Yeah, that's what you should have got, dude. You should have got microwave manipulation. Then you could have created or like manipulated microwaves. You bring a microwave with you, and then you try to like control its beams. That would have been awesome.
I like
that. Would have been awesome. And
some of these are pretty cool, but like other ones are really shit.
All right, well, guys, let us know if you want to see more of this type of content. We're gonna be seeing you next time. Let us know what type of content you want to see.
Yeah, we'll get to AI Dungeon eventually.
We'll get into AI Dungeon as soon as we can. For now, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you like it or not.
If you like it, if you don't like it, and if B lost anyway.
I wasn't even close, dude. And I should have won the one where I got the technology one, dude. I think 2 Xboxes on my head and a sniper rifle was perfect.